Hello and welcome to another edition of PREECAAAP UFC 305 full card breakdown and prediction show live. We have me and Real Fight Picks right now. Dave, I think he's just getting out of work. Hopefully he'll join us this time and stay on the show rather than having his hot neighbor come and coax him to get out in the middle of it. But anyway, I did have a stern talking with him today and told him, I go, hey man, we'll replace you with MMA Jesus if you're going to be like that. He just laughed.
Exactly,
so
dude.
hopefully
That's how we'll
he will
Crystal
come
on.
on and because I told him this is not a fight night. This is a pay-per-view, a UFC event in Australia, and it's a pretty good card. I'll tell you what, it's a pretty good card. Now, this is in Perth, Australia, so people are like, oh, well, all the Kiwis from New Zealand are also going to be like the home team, but kind of not. Like, for example, Kai Kara France and Steve Erceg, that's New Zealand versus Australia. I think, and Kai Kara France,
That's kind of weird. Huh?
He's from New Zealand, so I think Steve Erceg. If you were to pick who's the home team, it would be Erceg because I think New Zealand is actually like a 7-hour flight. Maybe it's like a long ways away from Perth. It's not like just you can drive there in a couple hours. It's like it's a hike. Oh, see right here, Kiwi knows. 3,398 miles from Auckland to Perth. See what I mean? But anyway, this is a fantastic card anyway. And I looked at the last Australian card and like the home favoritism, that's not really a thing because I saw last card in Australia of the Aussies, there's 8 Aussies that fought and they were 4-4. 4-4 in the last card. So keep that in mind. It's not there's home team, like crowd support, but judge support, I don't think it really matters when it comes down to Oceania. Is that what they call it? All that area, Oceania, I think. Whatever.
You know, honestly, I've been to Australia, and I don't even know.
Was it during spider season?
Hey,
that's what scares me. I saw pictures of spider season when everything's covered in webs. I'll stay home. I don't need to go down under to see that.
Yeah, and I was outside too, so shit. I'm glad I didn't know about
snow. It looked like snow over all the trees and lawn and everything. Nope, just spider webs.
Hey, dude, I could recommend it though. You have to go if you ever get the chance.
Yeah, I thought about maybe to the Sydney in a hotel where they keep it spider free. But all right. I guess Australasia. I guess Dave's gonna have to catch up if and when he will come on. When from the phone call, it sounded like he was like very apologetic, so I think he will be on. But why wait? He can catch up. Like usually it's you catching up, but this time Dave can catch up to us. So
yeah.
Unless let me pull up Tapology. I don't know if the order changed from when I typed the Tapology page out Mondays, so the order might have changed. I better bring it up for share screen reasons. Anyway, PFL is on tonight it already started. Live coverage and discussion. Danny Sabatello versus Lazaro Dayron. Huh. Anyway, PFL.
Slowly getting into it, actually. I watched the last event. It was pretty good.
So
a couple names I recognize.
I heard I don't really watch a lot of fights, but I listen to a lot of handicapper shows. I listen to a lot of prediction shows on my journeys for work and to job sites or whatever. And I heard there's like a narrative that how Muhammad Mokaev got caught. I heard there's like he was asked to make his fights more entertaining and not wrestle as much. Like they're like wrestling is kind of boring to watch. And I guess the narrative is like Dana and Sean Shelby and Hunter, all the guys that do these matchmaking and all the contract dealings and stuff. They've been telling the wrestlers, hey, we don't want to see a lot of grab ass wrestling. We want to go out. We want to see punching. We want to see. I've heard that. I mean,
Bro,
oh look,
I
no, it's
remember
always.
being a I
But
remember being a casual and not knowing anything about fighting, and I would look at that like probably most other people that striking's more exciting, and I definitely think there's a plan, a conspiracy to make the UFC more exciting. But as a fan, like as a person who with the chat, like you and we watch fights like all the time, I've graduated now to wishing that they would just allow the wrestling sequences to kind of play out because I'm so intrigued.
right.
Like, shit, is this dude gonna get up or like, I can I can
I
enjoy that, but
gotcha.
I guess
Defense and takedowns and all that good stuff. Thank you, Kiwi. I did get first place in Tapology. I went 8-2. I didn't think I was going to get first place, but I did. I had a
nice
couple
job, dude.
perfect prop picks. And look, Crystal's saying, yeah, that's why Carl Williams didn't wrestle, and that's why Taffa will win this week. Junior Taffa. I don't know because he is going against Walter Walker, who is a wrestler. We'll get into that.
Neither did Talita. Talita.
And
no
that's
wrestling.
the feature fight of prelims. But
Alan Carr, she was.
even the Mokiev one wasn't true, which is the reason why he isn't resigned. Huh. I don't know. I heard he's going to be going to the PFL. That's what Dana said, right? Good luck to him in PFL. That's why they're getting all these Japanese wrestlers on the roster, too. Japanese wrestlers are different, though. They wrestle actively. They're always like, they're kind of like, chain wrestling. They don't sit on a move. They'll scramble and coping about betting Williams and making a lie like they have some. Yeah, I hear you. I bet on Williams too. He was one of my two that I got wrong. Him and Charles Lampos, but we're not even going to get into that bum.
Yeah, Williams.
Thankfully, I took Kazama at plus 3.5, so I cashed it anyway. Well, the close fights you think that might go to decision, might as well take the points, right? Distractive grappling as opposed to American style. Yep. Yeah.
Hey, wait a second.
Oh, good for you, Crystal. Good for you. That was, Was that? Went out of
Denise. Yeah, he did enough.
Yeah, he did. So I'm good. Yeah, absolutely. 14th overall cap. Wow, I didn't even check. I didn't even know I got first place until Lou from Real Fight Picks till he told me on Instagram. I'm like, really? PFL, I'm not interested in him.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, well, he is kind of a handful, pantsing his opponents and stuff, and I don't know, he's just something amiss with that dude. I didn't like when he fought Inner G, Charles Johnson, way back, and he was like on X, or at that time might have been Twitter, but on X he was like flashing a Uzi from the back of a Suburban or something. Like, look at this joker. Asian MMA, stand up. I got this card. I got the double Asian. I don't know. One of them's a huge underdog. Once again, we'll get into the leech in a little bit. But
I think he's talking about who's the other guy? Song Keenan.
We totally missed you last week, Crystal. We totally missed you.
Yep. We noticed somebody was missing.
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Well, I have a crazy 3-leg parlay that is 100 pace. Okay. 3 draws. Yeah. I learned a new cheat. I mean, it's not cheap. I learned I learned a new bet to place on and I've had my FanDuel account empty, but I loaded it today after I learned this one. They give an option for no home runs in baseball games, and it hits all. If you pick 2 lousy teams and you pick the no home, like today I did one, no home runs for who was it? It's like 2 not very good baseball teams. Plus 1,000 if nobody hits a home run. They can still score no home runs. If you have good pitchers on a crappy batting team, that's free money. I don't know. We're going to see how it plays off tonight because I did put a $20 bet, so I'll win 200 if it cashes, plus 1,000 on no home runs. I learned that in watching Instagram reels. I'm like, look at this.
Which game did you pick, dude? Why are you being so secretive?
I just don't want to take time to look it up, but I will right here. Here, FanDuel Sportsbook.
Yeah, let me at least know. I want to know if I can ask.
Because I don't really follow baseball that much. I mean, a little bit, but
I want to borrow money, maybe.
What? You can't even how you can't gamble in
No,
California. So
well,
we're gonna
after you
do
win, I
that.
might need a loan.
My bets. Okay. I did two of them actually. I did no home run in Padres Rockies.
Damn, where are they playing at?
They're playing in Colorado.
Oh
And I did
no,
and they're both live right now. It's happening. And I
that's not
did
science would have something to say about that one a little bit with the air.
maybe,
No.
but so far so good. I'm not watching the game, but I don't think anybody has hit a home run yet. And no home run for Cleveland Guardians, Milwaukee Brewers in Milwaukee. That one I'm kind of it's not to plus 750. I only did $10 on it, but still, I was like, hey, I never knew that was even a
Dude,
thing. You could
what
bet
the
no
heck?
home runs, that big plus money like that. I should have
That's
parlayed them.
crazy.
But anyway, um,
Just as
main
long as
event
you're not
was
doing the
wild.
Dodgers and shit.
They're equally
Because
African.
Otani.
I don't know. Dricus, I breathe African air. What kind of air do you breathe? Yeah, he breathes Kiwi air. Izzy does. Reyes. Oh man, that would be that is a big money. That's big money right there. Reyes round 1 KO, Burns round, and that could totally happen too. We'll get into that. The brothers parlay. Yeah,
Dude, I'm so glad that it's the best chat, dude, because that's fucking that was a good
that
one.
is Reyes. He hasn't fought in like 7 years. Is he the first? No, Jesus Aguilar, Stewart, Nicole. As soon as I catch up with these chats, we're going to get into that, and with or without Dave. Yeah, Prates. He's Carlos Prates is a cigarette smoker. Did you guys know that? Found that out this week. I had no idea. After he won the 50K from the last fight of the night, he sparked up a dart like.
That's
Oh,
it's hard
he's
to hear.
a hero to every cigarette smoker in the that watches sports, because he's like the only athlete that I know that openly smokes cigarettes. The Izzy is in the Chinese parlay. Makes sense. Remember last time he was claiming he was against Strickland? He was like, "Oh, Chinese."
Dude, that's legit, bro.
Oh, it's a Chinaman over here.
Hey, I had one. I want to say what mine was because that one's better, but mine was the shitty kickboxing parlay.
Oh yeah, should you? That's a possibly winnable parlay, but I don't know. We got a couple
it's
dogs in
Urseg,
there.
Dricus, and then they have one other. Who's the other guy? Somebody in the chat. They know. What's his name? Hooker. So you pick Gamrot, Dricus.
Yeah. A lot of Thais smoke ciggies. When you got trained, every coach smokes constantly. Also, Top Noise smokes, and he's goated. Smoking may be the best base for striking. I don't know. There might be something to it. I don't know. I only smoke when I'm intoxicated, not when I'm of level head. But anyway, now we can get into this. So the first fight to open, I'm going to share a screen here. We got hold on, Jesus. See, Dave, what the hell?
Yeah, man. It's all good. I figured that we'd have a little bit of.
It's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
Dead air.
I
know
not like
fight,
I'm doing this for the money. I'm not doing this for the money.
It says Stuart Nickel and Jesus Aguilar. I think it's a flyweight fight.
Okay. Yeah. Why, you want to introduce it? You can't because you don't have it in front of you, right?
I mean, it's not convenient, but I could.
I can introduce it without even looking. I'll introduce it without even looking. Stuart Nicole is undefeated, hot prospect. He's been pounding out these regional scene losers as he should, but he hasn't really. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen his fights, but I guess he's like really good finisher and stuff. Gets it done. Undefeated, 8-0. But then I was looking at this. I was looking at his record here. Now I go down. Let's see who he's fought. I know he might be spectacular, but anybody can look spectacular against a bum. You know what I mean? Against a guy that doesn't know what they're doing in there. So let's see if anybody has 5-0. Okay, this guy from Beat Down Promotions. I think that's a Japanese name, maybe. Look at this guy. Dan Shield Moody, 8-4. Okay. Scott Aclavea, 3-3. 1-1, 3-1, 2-2, 6-7. Who has he beat that has more than 10 fights? Okay, one guy, Moodley. That's and Beatdown Promotions. Is that like a top grade? Is that like is that comparable to KSW or Cage Wars or you know any of that? I doubt it. If these Beatdown Productions,
It's an
Australian regional
Australian.
scene, and yeah, I'm just saying I don't. I know this guy might be great, but and I haven't seen his fights, and I heard he is one of those go getter like a forward action nonstop. But I don't know exactly, Kiwi. Why not an Eternal? Exactly. That's why Eternal is the promotion that you want to be fighting in Australia.
That's a good
all right,
question there, Kiwi.
Right.
Got to be like a little inquisitive sometimes when they're breaking these down.
I back Chitty Kickboxing is pissing lava parlay. Got Stuart Little by decision. Stuart Nicole. I'm gonna open it up.
Yeah, he is little.
Okay, he has no Instagram link. God damn it. He's got to have one. I'm gonna share this tab instead.
Go for it.
You guys see that? You know who that is? That is one of your favorite MMA cappers, MMA Jesus. With that's right, Hefe, head movement, Hefe Molina. Savage, ground and pound. 2 years, 4 years, 7 years. Just beating bums who have been inactive and won by a legal knee last fight.
Oh, see, hey Ranch, I'm gonna put Stuart. I'm gonna put his name in the chat right now. Stuart Nichols' address. Basically, it's easy. It's Stuart Nickel.
In the StreamYard in this. Hold on.
In Instagram.
Let me Instagram. Yeah, I'll find this. I'll find him.
Basically, he goes by his name, Stuart, no nickname, Nickel. On the Instagram.
It's 2 L's, Nicole.
Spell Australia.
I got it. I found him. Can you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So he has Instagram up here. He's got a couple kids. Is this a training picture? Yep. Stuart Nicole. Got some big thing about legends and Kakamura. All that. That's sweet. That's great. Let me see it hitting some pads or something, bud. Nothing. Nope. Now can we see you throw a punch? Can I? Oh, one little punch there. Oh, there's a couple. Okay. Nothing really. Freeze frames.
Right. Let me just say something. So you're not going to see that because when I did his tape study, he is more comfortable in the grappling. Like it makes him. He doesn't look uncomfortable, but you can only imagine that he is because he's looking to grapple. He's not. That's his mindset. Just like Khabib, that's like what they want to get to. That's kind of like the end game. Like Islam, that's his like comfortable space. That's why I'm not going to give my prediction. Yeah, I'm going to give it back to you, but I just want to tell you that's why you're not going to see a bunch of striking because that's not his gift. I'm surprised there wasn't more grappling on the front pages.
Yeah, you were saying earlier before we started the show that he's got like that grappling pressure, like Muhammad Mokaev type.
Yeah, I would compare him to
I don't know.
He doesn't
like I said, I've never seen tape on the guy, but
yeah, he doesn't look lost like on the feet, but just from watching it, because he keeps a poker face. So, but he's shooting.
But now,
he's gonna go shoot.
Now let's look at his opponent, Jesus Aguilar, 10-2. Okay, not making his debut in the UFC, and he's actually not that bad because if you look at his losses here, okay, he lost to Tatsuro Taira, who is arguably top 5, maybe even top 3, for real. Who's really put a threat on Tatsuro
He's fighting
Taira
for the belt after this next fight. If he wins his next fight,
really,
Yeah, he's fighting for the belt
What
soon.
what other? And look at this is we're talking about Jesus Aguilar. Okay, Matus Mandonka. That is a UFC fight. Shannon Ross. I know everybody likes to hate on this guy, but still, 17 seconds of round one. He did it right, and that's a UFC fight. Okay, his UFC debut was his loss, but before that, look at down here, Edgar Chairez. You guys know that name. He's been in the UFC. I think maybe a 2 or 3 fight contract. His only other loss was when he was brand spanking new against another brand spanking new guy. He got rear naked choke, but you can chalk that up as pro fight debut jitters in 2015. So looking at if you're just going by paper and look at these people he's fought compared to the records of was it Beatdown or whatever. Look at these guys in the contender series. Combate Global, which is way better than Beatdown. Okay, 8-3, 6-2, 5, and we're going back too. We're going back in the day. He came, of course, he had a couple of these bums, right? But then 5-2, 6-2, 8-3, 6-2, 11-1. Okay, then 13-7, 10-2. I'm going to take the underdog here, and he's big. He's plus 170 on DraftKings. I mean, yeah, there might be a lot of hype on Stuart Nicole, and he is the hometown guy because he's from either Australia or New Zealand. Which one was he? I don't know. Is he a Kiwi or an Aussie? I don't know. It'll say here though. I think
He is
he's
from
probably Queensland, Australia. So he is an Aussie, right? And he's not. He doesn't even have an affiliation. Like I don't even know where he's training or anything. So yeah, man, I'm going to take the plus money on the opening the curtain jerker. What do you think about that? Real Fight Picks. What do you got to say about this?
Oh man, I feel sinful doing it just because, I listen to all the other cappers and then I can kind of see, it's not like I'm super confident, but I am taking Jesus Aguilar. I feel like if there's ever a spot you're going to take an underdog,
Boy.
It's right here. It's right here because Stuart Aguilar, Jesus Aguilar is also a decent grappler, and I think he has more power than Stewart. And if this fight doesn't end up on the ground, I feel like Jesus Aguilar has the advantage. I feel like the UFC kind of looks at like Tapology too, or they have their guys, and that loss, that rear naked choke loss. I think they see a path to victory for this hometown guy, and maybe that's an exciting way to start out the fight. It could be like a way to boost this guy into the like spotlight a little bit because this is like this is a big card, even though it's the
Was
prelims.
there like ceremonial? All the only face-offs I can see here are our press conference face-offs. Was there like weigh-in face-offs? It's like ceremonial weigh-in face-offs today.
Well, at 3 p.m.
Did you
they
see?
did the at 3 p.m. something happened.
Oh, I got something
It was
here from
supposed to be the
MacLife official.
was it supposed to be
Oh,
the
that's the
face
weigh-ins.
offs?
I want to see.
No, that was the
I want to
weigh-ins.
see
Yeah,
not the
so the
weigh-ins.
usually like 4 hours later or so, right? They do the like the ceremonial one. So that one we could
Did you
probably
see
find out.
where Izzy was crying? Did you see that?
Oh my gosh, bro!
Dricus
Like
made him cry during because he
it's
was
so
talking about
embarrassing,
how
dude. He's
his
such a fucking
family
like
came up poor and Dricus was rich or something,
yeah,
and
dude.
him
Like
and his
you don't
dad had to wake
do
up
that.
4 o'clock in the morning to go to work. You know what? I wake up at 3:30, son. Izzy, I wake up
Yeah.
at 3:30 Monday through Friday, so I don't pity you for having to wake up at that's a half hour sleeping in for me. 4 o'clock. Out of
Honestly,
here.
I think it was he hurt his feelings earlier when he said no one mentioned the dog. Like, don't get excited about a dog.
Oh yeah, that was a and
That's
he because he
jazz.
said
That
dog,
was like an inside
he
joke.
said the word dog.
Yeah, bro.
All right, let me see. Oh man, I'm so behind on the on the thing. All right, let me we're gonna catch up with am I why am I off?
I'm taking I don't
Can you
know. I
hear
wish I
me?
could be more I can hear you perfectly.
How come you
You're
can't
just
see my
frozen.
face?
You're
Oh,
frozen
it's
though, but I can hear
frozen?
you.
On here
Yeah,
it's
just fine.
completely black. Maybe I got too much. See, that's why we need Dave here, because I got too much crap open. I'm trying to find the
You
face
sound
offs.
you coming in smooth, like you sound like a Howard Stern or some kind of professional.
Oh, really?
Sound good.
Well, totally not. Yeah, Australia is a huge place. He isn't 5'5" away for face-offs. They're on a different coast. Yeah. Uh, Dev got finished inside 60. His first his fight versus Japanese dude is on YouTube. Huh. Laces the legs well. Yeah, Keeper, you can see the
Oh
legal
yeah,
knee in
he's
that
talking
one.
about Stuart Nickel.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
fought
yeah.
this
We're still on
Japanese
the
kid.
first fight.
Hey, but that kid like was not good. Straight up.
Jesus lost to Tyra. Right? No, that's it. Really, you
Yeah,
can't
they
take
balanced out.
that first one. Can't even. And hung with Mandanka's Bulgarian strikes for blood. The guy's unknown take dog, but don't bet it. Yep, definitely grounded. I'm on. Yeah, I already made my decision. I'm taking Jesus Aguilar. I'm not completely confident with it because I heard a lot of hype on this nickel guy, but that plus 170. And I told you why. I looked at both their records, and Jesus Aguilar's fought much better competition than a bunch of, what are they called? Beat down six
Bully
fighters and shit.
beat down
Or
promotions.
did everybody make
The
weight?
bully beat down. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure. That's something to look into though. I want to find out like right now.
Underweight
He's
is
I'm
bad.
gonna do
Missing
it.
under 1.5 pounds is bad. Mhm. Jesus Aguilar is a terrible manlet. Yeah, that's the problem. I've seen Jesus Aguilar fight, and his volume sucks. He's not like a fighter I want to back. That's the problem. But just looking on paper, he looks to have fought the better competition and held his own and beat better guys. You know,
Okay,
we
so
have
I see one
weigh-ins are
fighter.
just now. Oh, weigh-ins are just now. Weigh-ins soon in 1.5. So there's not even face-offs to watch. Well, it makes my job easy, I guess. Why not watch it all here live? When is
Oh,
it on?
Aguilar missed weight. Okay, that's what you guys are saying. He missed weight by a pound and a half.
Oh, I do have those. I have
Hmm.
where's it? I do have the Mac Life. I saw it earlier. Right here. Official weigh-ins. I will see if I can
It would be the
share
UFC.
this.
Like,
I can't do UFC. They're the ones that copyright catch me all the time. Mac Life though, they don't give a crap. And this was the official weigh-ins from 2 hours ago. Okay. Let me see. At least we can see how they look in weigh-ins, right? Present, share screen. So, share screen. Can you see that? Real fight picks.
yeah, I see it. Great.
All right.
Yep.
This is Jing Liang Li.
Wow, he
He's
looks
smiling.
good.
Looks like he made it. I mean, I wish I could see the face-offs,
Wow.
and hopefully I don't get copyright infringed for this. But I'll give it a like. Oh yeah, looking good, Jing Liang. But you know what? Screw that. I'm sorry. We can't. We have to do it in order. Dave. Dave is. I'm gonna kill him. Anyway, so
That's all good. I
we're both
respect it. Do
taking
you want to
Jesus
see how?
Aguilar, right?
Should we see how he looks though? You
All
know,
right. I'll try to
like,
find him. I'll try to find him.
because what if he
Um.
looks like he died? This is better than looking at the face-offs because we know he's going to be a little bit shorter.
All right.
He's a
I
little
mean,
guy.
but it's not. It's not in order. So I'm gonna have. And I didn't pre-line this up, so we're gonna have to like. I have to
Only
do
because he
it
missed weight.
as
Only
I'm.
because he missed weight. Like if he didn't miss weight, then it would be like fuck it. But he's the only fighter that missed
Oh,
weight. Let's see
who
if he.
missed weight? Jesus did.
Yeah,
Jesus Aguilar missed weight.
yeah, he's the only one.
Oh.
I want to see if he looks like
Okay.
shit. Because I got him in a lot of lineups, dude. And I know, like,
Who's
I tell
this?
myself
Carlos
I'm not gonna.
Prates? Is
Yes,
this Carlos Prates?
smoker. Yeah, he's a
Yes.
smoker. Yep, that's him.
Okay. There's a Biggie Boy Jarzino, Rosenstruck.
He's not
Um,
as big as I thought he would be. when you saw
Are
his
they? You know
pay-per-views.
what? They might be only showing the main event card. Like, yeah, they're not showing any prelims.
It's all
Look
good.
at your
I'm
boy.
definitely though. If we don't see it here, I'm gonna go take a look at it, and I'm gonna find it. You should just put in Jesus Aguilar weight miss on YouTube. Let's see if anything pops up. You don't have to though. It's up to you. It's your show.
No, I would like to see the face-offs. That's what I'd like to see, but whatever. And we could do this without. We could do this with
because he had to travel. You know, he had to travel to Perth, and that's a lot. That's a lot to ask anybody if he's coming from the U.S. or even Mexico. And
well, I guess we're gonna have to wait for Dave because I'm not looking for it. I don't even have a face up there. All you got is voice. I think I got to reset.
Your face is up there. This is like the clown show,
but it's frozen.
Yeah, like it's
laggy
in a good spot though. You don't
frozen. Because on my end
frozen.
I can't see nothing. It's completely black.
It's like a nice like GQ cover. You look like normal.
Izzy's emotions are messed up from his cycle. Yeah, he's talking about the steroid cycle of androstenedione and all the other testosterone boosters. Poor Izzy living in a hole with servants. Yes. Aromatizing, 100%. Izzy is privileged, and it shows even more when his hardship he brought up was waking up early to work with his dad. Frozen like Elsa. Do you want to build a snowman? I sure do.
That's what he watched. He watched that movie. That was his generation.
Stuart Little gonna kill him. Bully beat down. Kuibao used the box of shame. Ooh. Jesus missed weight. He looked good though. Looked good. Well, unless Dave gets here, we'll never find out. What's that?
I believe Crystal. I take his word more than the cappers. Some other guys, they're talking about Cheryl Lampos about to go there and.
Oh, MMA Junkie usually has it in order. All right, I'll fucking check. Jesus. Hold on. Bumrot used the box of shame too, but made weight. That's who I think we just saw that picture I was sharing. MMA Junkie has it. Okay.
I just feel like that's a whole mental thing. You
old immigrants. Why did Chandler adopt so many black kids, bro? Does he shoot blanks?
A nice he gets a tax credit. And especially since Connor's ducking him, he's gonna use that tax credit. More power to him.
You know, I just read a thing. Tyreek Hill has, from the receiver from the Dolphins, had like 10,000 yards or something. Somebody said he's got 12 kids, right? Every 800 yards is one kid. Every 800
What kind of stat is that, dude?
The Miami Dolphins camp, like training camp this year, is focusing on him trying to his pull-out game, trying to pull out quicker.
I know somebody was taking him to court.
There's the real clown show. Hey, buddy. So all right, back to this. So we're both on Jesus Aguilar because I like his opposition, and I could be totally off about the Stuart Nicole guy, but I haven't seen him fight, and his bum fights from was a beatdown or whatever, that second-rate Australian regional scene just don't impress me,
Exactly.
So
it's not eternal MMA. It's gonna be a fucking close fight, though. It's gonna be a close fight, but why not take the dog? Like, why not take the dog? People want to say, oh, because he's in Australia, and like, honestly, the judges are more unpredictable than that. Stuart may not get the win just because, I don't know. I can kind of hear a fucking announcer say something like, and still undefeated. I feel like they like to say that. But
yeah,
I'm
maybe.
still gonna pick
but I'm just going with who I think's until I've seen this guy fight, Stuart. I'm not. Maybe I'll be shocked and pleasantly surprised.
I mean,
but next we have
put him in DraftKings lineups, but don't pay for that ticket. Don't put him on a parlay. That would be my advice.
All right. You know what? I'm going to try to reset my camera. I'm going to leave and come back. Can you handle this for a few minutes?
Yeah, sure. Oh, I'm gonna just pick up and talk about Keenan
Yeah,
Song and Ricky
Kanan Song
Glenn.
and Ricky Glenn. I'll
I
intro.
just
I'll intro for you. Kanan
go for it.
Song, the assassin, coming in here. The last 5, he is 2-3, coming off a loss to Kevin Jusset. Before that, he had a win against Rolando Boidoya, who we saw a couple weeks. Was it last week or the week before? He's not all that great. He lost to Ian Gary. Okay, give him that one. In that fight, he actually knocked down Ian Gary. I think he had like
Yeah,
yeah.
he did.
He got knocked out with Max Griffin, and back in 2020, 4 years ago, he knocked out Callan Potter for your moderate favorite minus 230. It's actually changed now. Right now on DraftKings Sportsbook is minus 198 for Kanan Song, and he's taking on Ricky Glenn, the Gladiator. Ricky Glenn, 1-3-1 in his last 5 here, coming off losses to Drew Dober and Christos Giagos. You don't want to lose Christos Giagos. He is not that great. Drew Dober, you can give him a buy on that one. He had a draw against Grant Dawson, which he showed his toughness. Grant Dawson won the first 2 rounds, and Ricky Glenn came back and made it a draw, which is kudos to him. Queen Silva took care of that guy and lost to Kevin Aguilar, which I'm not impressed by Kevin Aguilar either, but I was 15-1 at the time, so I don't know. The thing is, Ricky Glenn, he quit for a minute and tried to become an electrician, and he did have a job as an electrician, 401k, health, all that, but then he just missed fighting. He could not stay an electrician. He had to come back to fighting, and that's when he came back. And I think that stint was, let's see, when was this fight? 3 years ago. And it was after Kevin Aguilar lost and before Joaquin Silva win. That's when his little stint for as an electrician happened. And then he realized, I can make $50,000 in one night, or I can do this job and make $80,000.
Hey, Ranj, you still there?
Am I vocally? Am I vocally here?
All right.
Am I?
Hey, I don't know if you guys can hear me. If you can hear me in the chat, give me like some type of thumbs up.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I think Ranj's apartment got hit with a tornado. All right. Well, I don't know if you guys can hear me in the chat, but my pick for this fight is going to be Song Keenan. Now, I know a lot of people are putting this pick in their parlays. This guy is super popular. I'm not as confident in Song Keenan, doing DraftKings lineups, like you have to figure out some dogs that are going to work for your lineup. So I went with Jesus Aguilar. And one of the only reasons I picked Ricky Glenn is I feel like Song Keenan, when I watch him fight, he kind of leaves me a little bit like, for instance, he knocked a couple people down that he couldn't finish. Ian Gary was one of those people. And that was just, I know that's Ian Gary and everything, but I've seen him do it like in another fight, and he's super low volume. Hey, Ranj, can you hear me? Because the chat didn't tell me. You can hear me?
Yeah, you're good. You're
okay,
golden.
I can't hear you.
I had to reboot something. I don't know what it was.
Maybe it's your microphone.
I'm using the laptop microphone. I don't got any fancy big money microphone like you.
Ricky Glenn, he fought at featherweight. This fight is at welterweight. So he went from being a featherweight or taking a fight at featherweight. I think that fight was against Gavin Tucker. And then he fought at lightweight. And now he's making the jump up to welterweight. So Song Keenan's probably going to feel like the stronger guy, even though Ricky Glenn is 6'3". He's super tall. I guess I just can't hear you, Ranj. I don't know what that's about.
You can hear me. I'm not saying anything right now.
Anyways, for the sake of the show, sorry, you guys have to forgive us a little bit for the technical difficulties.
Everything's working now. Can you hear me now?
I'm going to pick Song Keenan.
Can you hear me now?
I'm going to go with the crowd, with the popular vote here, and I'm going to make him my choice. As you could tell, I did do a little bit of research, and I decided that Ricky Glenn's going to – he's making a step up to welterweight after being knocked out twice in the first round in his last 2 fights. Like, just looking at it from that standpoint, like, how can you go with him? And I say Song Keenan, it is a possibility he can get it done in the first round. I don't think he's that great, though. I want to say that. And this fight can happen and Ricky Glenn can last all 3 rounds, or it could be that, what was that Jimmy Flick situation? He was supposed to get killed last time. I don't remember who he fought, but he was just supposed to get killed. And I was like, damn, he's kind of a veteran. It's not like he's a brand new fighter. So just be very careful. Some kind of hedge like Ricky Glenn or something like that. If you're really exposed, I suppose, with Song Keenan. But I do have him in my parlays, or not my parlays, but my lineups. And yep, I'm gonna go with Song Keenan to get it done.
Can you hear me? Real fight picks? I guess not. Unbelievable. I hope the rest of you guys can hear it. Yeah, Noah said you can hear both. So I don't know what's going on with your volume. But as you can see here, Song Kanan Song, however you want to say it, he has been putting it in over, and this is Tiger Muay Thai, whatever. We hear you both. Yeah, well, real fight picks can't hear me.
You.
Oh, you
when
can
you came
now?
back, something happened. Yeah, got you.
And yeah, I like Kanan Song. He's been more active. I think he's got more into it, and he's got a shorter. If he's in Thailand, he's got a much shorter journey over to Australia than Ricky Glenn coming out of, where's he out of, Tennessee or some weird stuff like that. But
he's American.
Who's this?
That's American. A good point. That's a great point.
And let me see if Ricky Glenn. I think I checked this earlier in the week, and Ricky Glenn is not looking like he's. I mean, I know the dude likes to fight and everything, but Milwaukee, Wisconsin, yeah, he's probably. You know who he's training with? There's a picture of him in here a while back. It was who was it? New Mansa or maybe.
He's had a lot of fights, and those fights, those losses that he had, those 2 back-to-back first round KOs. I know that can happen to anybody, but if you're just putting money on it,
and look, he is this is an old picture, but I think it's 100. He's a brown belt here. I think Ricky Glenn is now actually a black belt, if I'm correct. But share this tab instead. My bad. I'm looking through. You got Kanan Song. See, that's why I'm horrible at this. But what I was saying, son of a bitch, Ricky Glenn, he does have a jiu-jitsu game, brown belt here, and I think he is now a black belt. But if you look, that was an old ass picture, 160 weeks ago. I want to see recently if he's been training, and look, all these. Okay, not training. Hunting. He's doing a little hunting and tracking with his boy there, which is all good. That was February. Has he had 30 weeks ago? He hasn't had any recent training pictures up. How old's this one? This one, you know what I mean? So I can't even tell if he's been into it. Whereas in Kanan Song, this was 40 weeks ago, but Kanan Song, this training right here, this is, that's also 19 weeks ago. Jesus Christ. These guys train at all? July 24th, this 2 weeks ago. So he's in the gym with a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Black Tiger. That's not Tiger Muay Thai like I thought. But anyway, Kanan Song, I think, and look, there's Li Jingliang right in the middle, the Leech, the other Chinese fighter on this card. They're right there, both of them together. So and this was 3 weeks ago. So they both shared a camp in preparation for this, where Ricky Glenn, I don't know if he shared anything except for hunting tips with his boy. So I'm taking Kanan Song, and I think you guys are right to say by decision. Well, this is 10 weeks ago. This could be in the camp for this, but I don't think I suppose, but really. I'm going with Kanan Song here. And you're in the same page, right?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I'm almost thinking about deleting all my Ricky Glenn shit, but if he can last 3 rounds, then you never know. He might accrue enough points. So just to just because I had the extra money in there, I'm just gonna
I just sent
keep
Dave
breaking them.
a text, WTF question mark. Oh, if he blows me off, he's gonna regret it. All right, hear you both. Real fight picks, leave and come back. No, you're good. You're good now. Can hear each other. It's kind of romantic. Needs to watch the show on YouTube. That's funny. All right, so moving up the card. Next, we have the biggest favorite on the card. It is in 7-1, Tom Nolan. And this guy, if you ask me, he doesn't deserve to be a 1,100 favorite over even Alex Reyes. Even Alex Reyes. I know Alex Reyes, he hasn't fought in like 7 years. That's what I heard. I haven't personally checked, but we're going to right now.
Yeah, he's fought once in the last 7 years, and it was a loss. It was a loss to, like, what was it? Some kind of prospect. Wasn't Charles Radke, was it?
We're gonna find out.
I want to say that.
It was Charlie Campbell.
Charlie Campbell.
And you know what? I heard even though he got taken out there, I think he had some good takedowns. I heard a good report. Even Jacob from We Want Picks, he was saying how even though it was a loss, Charlie Campbell is not horrible, and he held his own in Alex Reyes did. We shall see exactly the details. Charlie Campbell, that happened in 2023. Okay.
Yep.
Not bad. Round 1, 338. I don't remember this fight at all. But before that, look, he lost to Mike Perry, 2017. So there's a big gap of fights until that Charlie Campbell, big gap of years, 2017, 2023. And it came from a loss. Anybody big name before that? No.
A lot of canceled fights he has.
No, nothing. Yeah, I wonder if it's his fault or other people's fault.
Well, I'm sure like a handful of those are his fault.
Hawk Press, Trevor Peak, Natan Levy. Yeah,
I'm not going
to dive deep to find out whose fault it was.
Yeah.
Because despite Big Train, despite his stupid, huge favorite 11 minus 11, I think it's down to minus 1,000, perfectly 1,000, not 1,100 anymore. But Tom Nolan should win, but no way am I touching this with any type. I think this is the give me fight for like Tom Nolan. We want you to win in front of your hometown in Australia. So we'll give you this guy that you should be able to eat up. And that's pretty much what he will do. But like Nicholas Mota is not all that. And Nicholas Mota caught him first round, right across the ground strikes. Now, I'm just throwing this out there. Alex Reyes is a professional fighter. I mean, Nicholas Mota, I don't see why, I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm still picking Tom Nolan, but I don't like his odds. And once again, okay, let's see. Contender Series, 11-1 fighter. Before that, he was actually Eternal MMA, which is way better than, what was the other one? Beatdown or something. Of course, I don't know any of these fighters. And look at how short his resume is. Okay. He beat Victor Martinez, he's not all that either, in his second fight UFC after he lost to Nicholas Mota. I'm just saying he should win this, but man, I'm not minus 1,100, maybe even minus 3, maybe. I don't know. Just ridiculous.
There's way more red flags.
What do you got?
There's way more red flags for Reyes, but the one thing I will say about Reyes, that if you do want to hedge something, he does have a lot of submissions on his record that he's submitted people, and that might be a nice little hedge. Actually, that might be the only play unless you have $100,000 and you're gonna put $100,000 to win what, 10,000?
No, I'm not. I would never put. I would not even. I'm not even put $10 on Tom Nolan. at minus 1,100 or minus 1,000. That's ridiculous. Because, yeah, 2 fights in the UFC. Yeah, I can't. How you going to do that? And I'm not even taking him on DraftKings either. I think he's the most expensive fighter I've seen on DraftKings. Let's see some the big train. This is fight. This is weigh-ins. Nothing. Just nothing. Here's a training picture, maybe.
I mean, it sucks because I think even like the KO props are
Yeah.
still like minus 1,000, minus 800.
Is he worth that? No, he's not worth that. But he should win, and he should win by knockout. I'm just saying, I don't think he's worth any type of minus, any big. I wouldn't even take him for minus 500 probably. Maybe if he was minus 300, I might shove him in a parlay. But really, this fight stinks. I don't like it. I don't like it. Shouldn't even be on the card. Hey, MMA Jesus. What's good? I just saw a picture of you and Jeff Molina. It was awesome.
That's what's up, bro.
Head movement.
I wish he was at
UFC right now. Oh, is that where that Jeff Molina picture is from?
That's what's up.
Reyes had a complete
have a good time out there, Dev.
Transplant went away. Get out. Really? That's not cool. Complete. That's impossible. Crystal, you're making crap up now. Man.
He's got to be rich.
That you can't get it in complete spine transplant. He's trolling now. Outside smoking a J with Carlos Pratas. I know he smokes. Robo spine by Pal Driver round 1. Bogdan fighting on Dana White contender. The guy Nolan beat on the show last year. Best MMA show on YouTube. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, buddy. Reyes for a millionaire parlay. He is. Noah put Reyes by knockout in a parlay. Reyes by knockout. Jesus Aguilar. No, who was the other? There's another. Oh, Herbert Burns by sub, and somebody else. It was awesome.
That one, man. If that cashes, dude, I'm gonna take a break from MMA for a long time.
If that cashes,
Herbert Burns subs,
I'm gonna put Noah right on a pedestal.
What's his fucking face? Jack Jenkins.
He had a spine disease.
Quit for a little bit.
Okay, see, Crystal, I knew it was like what? And he had some new treatment. Maybe it was like a genome therapy treatment, like for real. They make duplicate.
No, I'm laughing at his comments too.
Right.
That's funny.
What's the win rate? We've been killing it. Actually, I got first place in Tapology. I think the week before is when we hit that Abu Dhabi. We hit that all Muslim parlay. We've been doing pretty darn good, actually. Yeah. And before that, Dave had 2 weeks of number 1 because of Crystal. Because Crystal sends Dave all these stats and notes that and Dave just uses it as a cheat sheet, personal cheat sheet.
I don't know how he does it.
Kind of backfired last week, Crystal. Not saying now. I'm not going to pull up the Tapology, but it kind of backfired for you and Dave last week. The estrogen parlay hit last week.
Yeah. Let's keep it rolling.
Round 2 with Arce. All right. Yeah, let's keep it rolling. Next, we have. You're taking Tom Nolan, right?
Yeah, definitely. All right. Good luck to
Here's
Alex
another
Reyes,
huge favorite. The local boy, Jack Jenkins, is 12-3. And he's going against Herbert Burns. His claim to fame is being carried out by his brother. After dying. Was it in between rounds? Was it? I think it was. Let's see. We're going to share this tab instead. Man, I wish. Are the face-offs like right now? Are they doing face-offs right now?
Like everybody was watching that fight.
But I'd love to see the face. I want to see the face-offs. If it's on right now, I'm just gonna have to get copyright infringed and watch it with you guys. But is it on right now? Can you find out for me, Real Fight Picks? Just search if it's live. Like just real quick as I start this. Jack Jenkins far. He is a big look, minus 550. That is incorrect on DraftKings sportsbook right now, minus 700 for the dude. Minus 700 for Jack Jenkins. Okay, he's coming off a loss too against Chepe Mariscal. Verbally tapped out he broke his arm. I think it was like he was posting because Mariscal was taking him down and just had wrong angle, it just broke. So it was kind of a fluke injury. But before that, let's see. Jamal Emmers, that's a loss. Jamal Emmers got robbed. I'd rewatch that fight right now and just have the same opinion as when I watched it the first time. Jamal Emmers should have won that, got robbed. Okay. Before that, he beat my boy Don Shanis. Don Shanis took him to a decision to the end. And Don Shanis, he's like a personal friend of mine. I know he's not the greatest fighter, but man, the guy's got heart. So, I mean, whatever. It is what it is with Don Shanis. Before that, he was in the Contender Series. So this is another Australian guy that's not really proven his worth. Beat Don Shanis, had a robbery split decision against Jamal Emmers, and then he lost Chepe Mariscal at minus 550. Okay, but he's going against Herbert Burns, the lesser of the obviously lesser. And here we go. Okay, last five, way back 4 years ago, he beat Nate the Train, KO. Okay, then he beat Evan Dunham, submission, pretty good. But then elbows from Crucifix, Daniel Pineda. Bill Algeo, exhaustion from damage. This is the one that his brother carried him out, like honor, valor, like a soldier of valor, carrying out a wounded warrior. That's what it reminded me of. But it was.
There's no valor,
huh?
There's no valor in that. If it was
Gilbert, I'd play that at every holiday. Look, here's me carrying out Herbert. Look, here's me carrying, just clowning out, just embarrass him like I do my brothers.
Even a fucking stretcher is a step above that.
He's been knocked out by Julio Arce. That was 4 months ago for the heavy underdog in Herbert Burns. But I'll tell you what, Herbert Burns, he is a jiu-jitsu finesse coach. Like where's he at? American Evolve. I don't think that's correct. We're going to have to look at his Instagram. Because Gilbert's over at what's it called? Florida. Let me see. Hold on. Man, Evolve. That's not his gym anymore. It's right to, he's be called Sanford. Now it's called. Help me out here. Kill Cliff. Okay. So he's like a jiu-jitsu. Herbert Burns is a jiu-jitsu coach, I do believe, over in Kill Cliff. Like, maybe it's not Kill Cliff, but I heard he's a jiu-jitsu coach. But the thing is, maybe it's it's here.
Gilbert Burns is a legend. He's obviously a step
Herbert above. Round one, he's one of the top jiu-jitsu practitioners there is, but the problem is his cardio. So there's against Evan Dunham, that's whatever, the cardio just sucks, and that's everyone cannot forget him getting carried out by his brother. I wish he'd put that on his Instagram, but he won't. So now he's taking on, just to be fair, we got to check out our boy Jack Jenkins too. Taking on Jack Jenkins, who is a spark plug, and should just cardio his way into a victory. That's how I'm predicting it. But I might do like a Herbert Burns sub bet, and I don't know, because I think Herbert Burns is probably going to get finished. So it's not like a plus 3.5.
Hey, but that was impressive though, right? His fight against Landwehr. At least he has one good fight, Herbert Burns. And he's going up against Jack Jenkins. But let me say something about Jack Jenkins. So there's a stat that's pretty good.
Please do.
This is the best one. It was on Nina Drama's interview where I learned it. So you actually can learn something.
She's awesome, isn't she? She's the best.
I give her like a hard time on fucking YouTube. I think I'm gonna I need to come up with the whole persona, dude, because I really get into it with I really let my mind speak my mind on the comments. Sometimes it's bad, but she is actually pretty cool. And he said, or she said, because she did the research, that his last 7 wins, 5 out of those 7 wins, he broke his opponent's leg. That's
It's in
amazing.
an hour.
Kind of
11
want to pick
o'clock is ceremonials. Ugh.
in an hour. Yeah, maybe we could watch the first one. I think it'll be Stewart and Jesus. Maybe we'll see how he looks if he's hydrated
I
now.
don't know how we're gonna do that without getting copyright infringed if it's live, unless I watch it from live like MMA junkies side angle view or something, which could be maybe good reach advantage on Burns too. That's why I want to see. I want to see what they look like facing off in each other. I want to see if you know.
Yeah, we're kind of
But
missing
is
that this
Jesus
time.
Aguilar the only one that missed weight?
Yeah, he is by 1.5 pounds, I guess. I think 1.5 pounds. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I think it was 1.5 pounds.
Hmm. All right. Well, I'm taking Jack Jenkins, but I think I'm going to bet Herbert Burns be a sub because if he
That's
does
not a
win,
bad look.
what's going to happen.
That's a great
And
look.
let me see.
Burns is one of those dogs though I had to
Yeah.
fade. I had to fade him. I guess it's just it's stupid to fade him for being carried out by his brother because that really doesn't tell you much. It doesn't tell you much. He's got some skills. The
I
line
know,
probably
and
is off.
everyone's just think I'm in the same boat, man. I can't get that out of my head. But he does have. I think
Yeah.
he's definitely better jiu-jitsu practitioner by far than Jack Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
just
you
want to
can correct his
see
cardio. He's probably tired of hearing
where
that.
this Travis dead. Can you see the DraftKings? I'm not logged in, but I just want to see what the.
Yeah, I can see the
I'm
odds
gonna
that you're showing.
right. So Herbert Burns, Jack Jenkins. Let's see what if we can see Herbert Burns sub prop. Okay, Herbert Burns to win that's by round. Herbert wins by submission plus 900. How can I
That's
not?
pretty good, dude. Because he's not gonna. I don't think he'll catch him with a knee.
No, I
There
think
had to
he's
be an
going to
element.
catch him with a rear naked choke or something, though. That's a very
Yeah,
good possibility. But my pick for
heel hook.
Tapology for the contest is Jack Jenkins, and I'm going to say probably by TKO round 2 because the cardio. But I will bet Herbert Burns to win by submission plus 900. I'll throw $10 on that. Win 90.
Yeah, Jack Jenkins looked good too. When during the interviews, he looked shredded.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he looks good against Don Shanis. Look, share this tab instead. He's looking good in his Instagram. Can you see Instagram now?
I seen his weigh in. I seen that one. That was one of the ones that I saw. Yeah, just play inside the distance is not a bad comment there, Crystal. I agree with that.
What is
if
that?
There's a way to do it.
Jack Jenkins inside the distance. There's definitely a bet for that. Fight props.
Be kind of cool. Play that. Mm-hmm.
That's not popular. Jack Jenkins. Well, you can do it. Look, KO, TKO, DQ minus 280. Huh.
Damn, that's greedy.
Minus 280. See that right there,
You're better
right?
off
I'm sharing this.
playing a sub prop.
So, yeah, no value there. Still no value. Anyway, back to
We'll get to some. We'll get to some more interesting, picks, because these are just like ridiculously, ridiculous odds. Too much chalk.
Right.
Garbage.
Moving on. Next, we have a female fight between Casey King O'Neill taking on Luana Santos. What was that? Is that your wind chime?
Yeah,
what's going on?
It's the security camera alert, but I could smell who it is because
yeah, your ring cam. What you got? Amazon thief? Did you order food?
No. I think the wife went and stepped out.
Fading Nina.
Max betting Burns.
Herbert round 1 sub.
That would be crazy, dude.
Playing sub is a real degen. Yeah. Just play it in the distance,
so.
man. I don't know.
There's
I think
no
if
way.
he wins, it's going to be by sub. Because Jack Jenkins is
by
too
decision.
tough.
Yeah.
That would because I don't think Herbert Burns can last till decision.
No, I would rather play that like than anything else for Jack Jenkins. That would be it.
Crystal's saying he's just as live to win by a knockout as you. I think Jack Jenkins is too tough to get knocked out, but I think he can get choked out because you can't breathe. You're gonna tap. Or if you're gonna like a joint manipulation, if your arm is gonna break, you're probably gonna tap.
Almost
I'm just saying
this is almost we called Sam
no
Patterson.
matter how tough you are, you can get into a sub that you have to tap, either snap, nap, or tap. You can if you don't tap, you're either gonna break something or you're gonna get knocked out, pass out. Those are that's like almost like one of those. If you get a submission in deep and you have time left on the clock,
Bobby Green.
It's either they're gonna tap or they're gonna get pass out from lack of oxygen, or you're gonna break a limb like a foot or ankle or a wrist or something. There's no good bet on Jenkins in my opinion. I agree with you there. There's no good.
That's probably
I'm gonna pick him on Tapology by round 2 TKO, but I'm not betting him by that. Look at even Jenkins TKO round 2 plus 280. That could you have to nail the round, and it's so tough, man. Burns went round 2 with Arce after a long inactivity period. Yep, flying knee. I would laugh so hard. I'd be laughing too. You're right. Maybe I should just do Burns in this inside. Wonder what was that? Burns inside. Let me see if it's still up.
That's gonna be plus 450, plus 400.
Oh, because they just heard us talking about it.
I bet you.
They don't have inside. Not on this one. They probably do on this one. Yeah, it's just by submission. Just money line. Just money line is plus 550 for Herbert Burns. Is just do that. Just plus 550.
That's true.
Look at look. He's not gonna. It's not gonna go to decision though. That's why I won't even. I think he's gonna do it by. If he wins, it's gonna be by inside the distance, and that doesn't appear to be a bet unless you pick the method. There's got to be winning method. There's got to be inside. Huh.
Man, what a miracle that would be. But I think there's that's a landmine, right? I mean, you got to pick Jenkins, and there's nothing to do with them. And I'm not putting my money on Herbert Burns. I hope he doesn't make me feel like an idiot tomorrow.
Burns round 1 sub, Reyes round 1 KO, and Tafa Walker draw. Bet your lunch money for a house. Yeah, you bet $10 and you probably win. Yeah, you can win a new car, brand new car. But what are the chances? There, if I was a mathematician, I'd tell you it's chances are that it's not going to have this. It's probably like almost 1,000,000 to 1 odds that happens just like that, especially the draw. Anyway, back to it. Next, we have the female fight between Casey King O'Neill. She is Swedish-born Aussie, right? Swedish-born Aussie, taking on Luana Santos. Casey King O'Neill coming off 2 losses. She came into the fight scene on a rampage. Like, look, rear naked choke. Okay, TKO over Antonina Shevchenko with the lesser of the Shevchenko sisters, obviously. Roxanne Modafferi. This is Roxanne Modafferi with the thick glasses. This was when 2 years ago. Roxanne was already had a foot out the door already, out the cage. She was already pretty much set her sights on. Look, 25-19 was a record. She was already setting her sights on retiring. She's a jiu-jitsu girl. She's kind of a nerd, and she's not much of a striker. So, and look, Roxanne Modafferi split decision with Casey O'Neill. You don't know. It's either you get tapped by her or you knock her out. You don't go to split decision, and it's just cringe. Okay, Jennifer Maya, I'll give her that loss. She can take that. Jennifer Maya is pretty good. Dimples. Ariane Lipsky, that as well, because now Ariane Lipsky's turned it right around. She's like, now she's made a name. She's recovered from her little, she had a little area of like 3-fight loss streak.
It was ugly, right?
But she's resolved that. She's back. Ariane Lipsky's back. So Casey O'Neill, that's what she's trying to do. She wants to come back to she was touted as like a hot, aggressive prospect till these two, and probably this one, Roxanne Modafferi. Luana Santos, on the other hand, oh, look out for this girl. She can do it all. She can BJJ. She can strike. She's got cardio forever. She's 8-1 on a super, like a good fight win streak. Let me see her. Look at all that. Look at 1 by KO, 4 by submission, 3 wins by decision, only 1 loss. We're gonna scope that one out. That was Jenna Bishop in LFA back in 2022, way early in her career. Now, okay, let's look at her last 5. Okay, I don't know who this LFA, I don't know, but Juliana Miller. Miller won I think she won like Tough House or something, or Contender Series. She came in.
Oh yeah.
And
she lost Miller to Vanessa Hardy. She lost to that girl.
Right. Mercado Hardy or whatever.
Veronica Hardy.
Veronica. Yeah, Mercado Hardy or whatever. I don't know. But Juliana Miller was supposed to win that fight, and nope. Luana Santos made.
So it's not a great win, really.
Good, quick work of her round one
though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stephanie Egger. Stephanie Egger is a worldwide judo champion, and Luana Santos used her judo black belt to take down Stephanie Egger a few times and win a unanimous decision. Did miss weight though. See that? Did miss weight in that. And most recently, she beat Maria Agapova. Agapova was probably strung out on cocaine and had a whole bunch of gambling debt. But it is what it is. Poor girl. Poor Maria Agapova. And that was just recently. Look, 7/13. That was just like last month. But she rear naked choked Maria Agapova. So there you go. Now she's going against Casey O'Neill. Man, I got to go with the hot hand here. And I think Luana Santos is going to continue to roll with her nice win streak. And unfortunately for Casey O'Neill, she is not going to like it, but she's going to be taking another loss in front of her home crowd. Even though she's Swedish born, she's not originally from Australia. She does represent there now. So, and I think Casey O'Neill, I guess she used to train at her father's facility. Like her father owned like a MMA facility, and she did go to let's check out her Instagram. Let's check out Luana Santos. That's right here, right? But I think Casey O'Neill went to either Extreme Couture, yes, and then she quit there and went to Fight Ready. That was the progression.
She's taking it serious.
Fight. Yeah, she went from her family's Australian, I don't know, O'Neill MMA. I don't know what it was called, but she went from there to Extreme Couture, and then most recently she's like now I think she's at Fight Ready. But let's look at Luana Santos's Instagram anyway. She's a pretty girl. She loves that pose, the jumping up pose. Loves that.
Me too.
I like it too. Look, feeding the kangaroos.
No,
she's already love it. Perth, Australia. When was this? A day ago. So she just got in. But look, she looks good. No jet lag. She's looking good. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Signing autographs and stuff. I don't know what that is. So vale resposta orada. I don't know what that means, but looking good here. Thick hips. Look at that. Who knew? Right?
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Nice.
That's 5 days ago. Impressed. I wish I'd like to see her training more instead of sitting at the pool, but nonetheless, I still. Oh, that's a nice pick too. Look at the little. I like those. The little indents right here on this part. That shit's hot.
I wish
But
she got in like a sooner. Are we sure she got in yesterday, or is that just a picture from yesterday?
that. Oh, that might have been a comment. Where's the? This is okay. When was this posted? 1 day ago. This was posted 1 day ago.
Yeah, but I mean,
So
maybe
this
she
might
got
have
there
had. She might have.
earlier.
Yeah, she might have taped this like on Monday or something. Who knows? But I'm just saying she didn't post it till yesterday.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that thing.
it's
She can handle
disgusting.
big snakes. That's what I heard. Handle this snake. That's what I heard.
Good for her.
But anyway, we started doing this so we can see where Casey O'Neill is training. But my pick is going to be Luana Santos. As I mentioned, I think she's just better everywhere. And Casey O'Neill, I think her best days are behind her. Unfortunately, because I was a big fan. This is her. She knocked this girl out in round one quick. I forget. Let me see who that was. But that, and look, even here it says Extreme Couture is her primary. 10th Planet is her jiu-jitsu school. But that's not true. I heard she's now at Fight Ready, and we're going to check out her Instagram in a second. Oh, look who decided to join us. Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Really? As
It's
I've
all
been
good.
sitting here struggling, trying to share screens, I can't even. They didn't even have face-offs yet. They don't start for another half hour, 40 minutes. Yeah, and Dave's over messing around with his neighbor and playing grab
You
ass in the
filthy
park.
dog. You filthy, filthy dog.
Where was the? Oh man, maybe. Oh, Shayna. I don't know. But that. Yeah.
We're only 5 fights
Casey
in. There's
King
7
O'Neill
fights out there to
out.
go.
Yeah, we got plenty. We've been slow because there's nobody to share the screen. So anyway,
Yep.
and oh, Crystal says hi. And are you purposely muted? You do that to yourself?
Yeah.
Round robin worthy. Okay, $10 wins you 300,000 if this comes in, Dave. If you want to be a D-Gen. Burns round one sub, Reyes round one knockout, and Tafa Walker draw. But I'll bet you $10 to. I'll bet you $100 to your 10 that doesn't happen. If you want to take side action on that. Anyway, Scottish, I think, not Swedish. I think you could be right. I don't know flags. I don't know. But she is something with an S.
She's Scottish.
Not originally.
She's
Scottish. Okay.
Yeah, she's Scottish. 100%.
I should know that.
She's
My
like
wife's
what's his
Scottish.
fucking face? It's Paul Craig. That's Paul Craig's people right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nolan Chinney, Burns, sub anybody. Tafa Walker live for long deductions and 10-8 rounds. I hope that one goes to like a no decision just so Noah can win some part of that bet. I think the Burns round one sub is definitely doable. And I hope Reyes round one knockout.
If that happens,
O'Neal gets
I'm done.
Bet your house. One for my other parlay on Santos in the distance. Yes, that's why I agree with you there, Noah. Santos. Well, I don't. I'm gonna take it at decision, but round one KO 1800. Ooh, Casey's dad. Oh, that's what it is. Casey, thank you, Crystal. I knew he's something. He owns the regional scene, Eternal MMA. He owns that whole shit. So, and you know what? He handpicking fights for his daughter at that time, I bet you. Most of the year. Casey pressures. Santos, ref calls it a TKO. It's Jover. $33,201 for a $1 bet on that stupid prop, that crazy prop one. You guys. O'Neal by nepotism. A lot of people in this chat don't even know what nepotism is, Kiwi Brew, but I like where your head's at. Miller looked like dead on that weight miss. O'Neal's on level of Agapova or Miller. Agreed. I think she could probably beat Agapova. That Miller, that'd be a good fight, actually. She's obviously sick. So she was beating already dead Miller. Miller was locked up that day. Domestic dispute? I didn't know that. She a husband beater. O'Neal is another Pani Kianzad who has a nice looking record until you realize all her wins are. Yeah. O'Neal has a terrible striking defense, been KO'd twice round one, clubbed and subbed by Lipsky, boxed up by Maya, who's shit. About time. Anybody want actual winning? Who got first last week in Tapology, Dave? I forgot. I didn't check.
Ranch.
Did you happen to notice?
You did.
I don't know who won first. Who did win first in Tapology?
I don't know. You can look it up if you want to share the screen.
You owe Dave 3 T-shirts. Now you owe Dave 2. You
All right.
a T-shirt.
All right. Is it time for me to take over?
Yeah, real quick though. Let's catch up with your picks so I can write them down. Okay, real fast. This is flash answers. Ready?
Oh, what?
Stuart
No.
Nicole, Jesus Aguilar. What do you mean no?
I don't have all my matchups. I haven't done it. I've done everything yet.
Oh my God.
Nickel.
That's right. I'm gonna get your stuff ready. And let me know when you're.
No, keep going. Next.
Good one.
I promised these guys I'd show them Casey O'Neal's Instagram anyway. So you got a little time. Get your stuff ready.
No. Let's go through this.
What? Now I didn't show this yet. We're trying to find out where she's training. I think it's fight ready.
Do you want me to ask you, Dave? So who do you got? Song Keenan or Ricky Glenn?
I got Song.
I got it.
It's
so far
Song,
he's all
anyway.
Favorites. This website is all right. Third fight: Tom Nolan.
Dave, do you
or
think
Alex,
there's a way we can watch
the Killer Reyes? Alex the Killer Reyes.
Tom Nolan.
Oh my God! All right, Jack Jenkins or Herbert. Maybe he's gonna be carried in the octagon. Burns. Herbert Burns.
Really?
Oh my goodness!
Are you really taking that on Tapology? For real?
So far. Well, I don't know yet. Let's see.
Well, I mean, we kind of went over like why we're taking Nolan, but
yeah, but okay. So
look, I just got a big
minus 100. Minus 1,000.
I don't want to interrupt.
That's a little bit chalky.
But look,
that's
King Casey MMA. See Eddie Cha. Eddie Cha is fight ready. He's the one of the coaches at Fight Ready. This is 5 weeks ago. King Casey. I think she might be in Australia for this, but Eddie Cha liked it. I think the rumor of her being at Fight Ready is legit because of that. That's how you do a little sleuthing, find out where these girls and boys are training.
That's good info.
It is good info.
It makes me doubt Santos. It does.
No, get it out. Because Santos.
It does. Okay, so you're caught up, Dave. Well, now we're deciding how we feel about Casey O'Neal versus Luana Santos.
I love this.
Santos
there. The hips. Put your hips into it.
Ranj is in the middle of. He's the first guy to go. He's telling us so far. I think
I'm trying to find out where Santos is training. I think it's like you know what? I'll just check her Tapology might be on point now. Even though Casey,
I heard she just had a fight, or she fought recently.
Agapova.
That's what I heard.
She did. She fought last month.
Agapova.
She fought.
Okay.
Yeah, Maria Agapova and dominated her.
Okay.
0-1-1 MMA team. I have no idea what that is. That's got to be in Brazil, and it is Sao Paulo, Brazil. Share this tab instead. I'm sorry. This guy, Helios Moyano, is the owner. He looks like an author or an English professor, right? No big names, and on her Instagram, there's no like clues of there's training, but there's not like I don't know where that is. You know, there's not. Sometimes you can pick up clues and figure out, like reading the back of the gym wall. You might see something like a logo or something, but that's a PI Performance Institute. Anyway, Luana Santos is my pick. I'm kind of confident in it as well. Casey O'Neill, good on her. She's looking good, and I'm glad she's working at Fight Ready. But I just don't think. I think Luana Santos has a higher ceiling, and Casey O'Neill's on the downward trend, where Santos is on the upward momentum. I think she's going to win this. Now, what are you guys thinking?
Okay, so is it? I'm gonna break it down, Dave. Is that cool?
Yeah, all yours.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna take Luana Santos for the reason that Casey O'Neill, she's been taken down a couple of times. One of those times was by Ariane Lipski or Da Silva, and I think
Look
that
at the work she's putting in, guys. Look at the work
Bro,
she's putting in.
she's been a judo black belt since she was 18. She competed and got a gold medal at the Cadet European Cup 2017. She won the championship in Turkey when she was 16 and later competed in Croatia and Germany. She's competed all over the world in top level judo, and Casey O'Neill has been taken down by lesser.
Who's the girl that used to have the teardrop tattoo that was from Australia?
Oh,
really pretty. Real pretty.
No. Oh yeah, what's her name? Jessica Rose Clark.
Jess Rose Clark. She was an Australian, but I think she got caught. I don't think she's in the UFC. So
yeah, she trains like not too far from you.
Not Joanne Calderwood. it was Jessica Rose Clark. Yeah, that was her name, Jess Rose Clark. And yeah, but anyway, he might be. Crystal's right. Casey is now, I think, the only UFC fighter, female fighter from Australia. So, all right, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
I think grappling wins. I think it wins. I thought this way about Carla Williams, and I was fucking, I was proven wrong. But, I'm going to believe these accolades are legit. From what I've seen, she's pretty legit. I just hope that, she doesn't have jet lag. She can't be there anymore. It would be less than a month because she just fought a month ago. She probably took this fight 3 weeks ago. So
I'm
she
a new
can't
fan
be
of
really
Luana Santos. I am a new fan.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's nice. Yeah, she was on with Nina Drama and it was pretty hard to not watch. A lot of fun. But yeah, that's my pick. Luana Santos by submission. How fucking boring is that?
Yeah. Casey was at Extreme Couture 19 weeks ago. That was a long time ago. This camp, though, Fight Ready. Almost positive.
This is playable,
Dave,
too, but I know.
Dave, who are you taking?
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
So yes. I've got short nose Luana Santos. Right? Oh, wait. Fuck this. Hang on. Give me a second. Enough of this shit. Let me do this. Let me do my shit because you guys are fucking. There we go. Give it to me. All right.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Let's fucking do this right like we should. All right, Casey O'Neill coming in. Luana Santos, first of all, short notice. Not a good fucking look for her. Strike line per minute for Casey O'Neill, 8.41 versus 5.33. Going to lean towards Casey O'Neill. Mind you, Casey O'Neill does get dialed up a lot, 6.30 versus 3.21. Still liking the ratio with Casey O'Neill. Going to be the busier girl on the feet. Takedown average 1.77 versus 2.03. Pretty much a wash there. Takedown accuracy 38 to 60. Takedown defense 60 to 66. So 66 versus 60% takedown defense. Yeah, okay, Luana might have a little bit more of a ground game than Casey will. Casey, though, man, went off of Procopio, Shevchenko, Modafferi, then lost to Maya, then lost to Da Silva. Whereas now Santos is on a 3-fight winning streak. But I do think this short notice, it might affect her. So I'm going to go Casey O'Neill by decision. I don't know if I've got them in the face-offs yet. Am I there? I've got them weigh-ins.
The face-offs didn't even start yet, I heard. There's no face-offs till top of the hour. That's why I was going to ask you, is there a way we can MMA Junkie watch it live without getting copyright infringed?
Oh, I
There
got
might be another channel like MMA fighting,
Yeah,
or something
what's
like
the
that.
other? There's a couple of them. MMA Junkie, MMA Fight Club. Just play it. Manny, don't do that stuff.
I mean, we do have some face-offs. I mean, press
These are
conference.
from last night. These are from the press conference face-offs. You only get
Yeah,
that's Kai Kara France and Steve Urseg. I like the wool on Steve Urseg's jacket. That's old school. Throw him back. Throw back.
All right, I think so. I'm on Casey O'Neill just because Santos was short notice. You guys?
We're both taking Luana Santos.
Santos gonna take her down. Like,
Oh, beautiful! So I get a T-shirt bet with both of you.
Either one of us. I'll bet Santos on this.
Oh, I'm all about 2-for-1.
hey,
What are we on t-shirts?
at least
I owe you
Ranj
one,
owes you some.
right?
What's that?
How many t-shirts owe you? 1, 2?
At least 2.
2, but
I mean,
want
you know what, after last week,
so
I have to buy you one for
come
winning
back.
Tapology. You won Tapology last week, so I should buy you one. So we'll just
So
take one off that
We'll
one.
scratch
So
that. So I owe you one. 'Cause
It's incredibly reckless.
I bought you the
Okay.
Great Molina one.
sounds good.
Right?
Incredibly reckless. I'll take Luana Santos. She's gonna sub her. That's gonna be like easy money, unless she gasses in round 2 and then gasses to the point where she can't defend herself. But I don't see it. She's in good shape.
Mm-hmm. Besides her last few fights, she's dominating everybody, including Ranj's girlfriend, by the way.
Roxanne Modafferi.
Regardless, if you like to place a bet, Luana Santos minus 138. Short notice, Luana Santos minus 138. Casey O'Neill was the favorite beforehand, is now plus 110, plus money all day long. I'm comfortable with by decision. I'm at plus 220.
Hey, Ranch. Those home run bets, they both lost.
Did they?
Sorry, man.
Whatever. It was just 10 and 20. Night, baby. You want to be on P-Plus tomorrow?
Okay.
Yeah. WMMA can't be confident either way, but I am more confident in Santos, though.
Dave seems to be
disease,
super
by the way.
confident.
What is Hashimoto's disease? I heard that somebody else said that too. What is that? Ooh. We won our all estrogen WMMA women's MMA parlay last week.
Yeah, we are some specialists when it comes to WMMA, but Dave is not.
Hashimoto is
With,
fatigue and weight gain.
the
Well,
right
she didn't
side.
miss weight today. I don't know how she looked, but she didn't miss weight because only Jesus Aguilar did. Oh, that's why she's fighting at a higher division.
Damn. How do you find something like that out, Crystal?
Crystal's very knowledgeable on a lot of things. Hashimoto's. Now I know. You know what it is?
I feel like Crystal's AI.
Could be. Maybe he's a bot. Crystal
He's AI.
Octedron. He's an AI bot just fooling us. That's why he sends Dave 10 pages worth of stats every week.
And I haven't gone through this week's stats yet. Sorry, Crystal. I'll get to it tonight.
There's Ricardo Ramos. Okay. I pay attention. I have good memory. Cool. Me too.
That's
Me
something
too.
AI would.
All right. So
Automatic.
Dave is on Casey O'Neill. Dave, did you say Herbert Burns too, right?
Yep.
And Tom Nolan. And did you take Kanan Song?
Yep.
And Stuart Nicole?
Yep.
You know, me and Real Fight Pigs both took Jesus Aguilar.
Good for you.
Give that plus money.
I'd explain why, but I already wasted 20 minutes on why and why you were playing touch butt in the park. All right, moving on. Next, we have the featherweight fight between Josh Culibao and Ricardo Ramos, who Dave just showed on the screen. Let's see. Culibao comes in 11-3-1 record. He will be home team here, taking on Ricardo Ramos, 16-6, coming off. See those two L's? They're both by guillotine. Ugh, that's horrible. But I don't think Culibao is one to deliver a lot of submissions. I'm gonna check right now, see what is. Dave, you got to have stats on both these guys. They have plenty of fights. But real quick, I want to see how many wins by submission he has, and he's got one win by submission. And I bet you it probably wasn't. It was either rear naked. Oh, it's a rear naked choke against Melsik Bagdasaryan. The gun, Melsik Bagdasaryan. I lost money on that.
He put that in real good.
I thought Bagdasaryan was going to be the next real deal. Gun. But most recently, he's lost to Danny Silva, split decision, and Lerone Murphy. But I like Lerone Murphy, so let's see. He beat Sungwoo Choi. That's a good win. Shailan Nurdambiake. Okay. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing here.
Lots
but
of
now he's
splits.
taking on Ricardo. Who?
Lots of splits. Splits against Cameron.
Yeah, a lot of split decisions.
Splits against Sungwoo Choi. Like a lot of splits. Split decision loss against Silva. Like a lot of splits.
Right.
It's a close fight.
Ricardo Ramos Carcasinia. I think that's his nickname. I don't really know how to say that correctly. This is coming off, like I said, back-to-back guillotine losses. One to Juicy J. Julian Arosa, and before that, Charles Air Jourdain, who Air Jourdain both. I mean, Arosa's pretty slick with guillotines, but Charles Jourdain is not he's a striker. You guys know that. Charles Jourdain is Air Jourdain. He's the Canadian. He's like those spinning stuff, and he's definitely not a. I think that's probably the only submission he's got in his rep. Like in his,
I believe he's a regular practitioner of jiu-jitsu. Like he takes it serious. Like he's.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he's probably like he's probably upper belt, black belt. I'm just saying he doesn't. You don't see it a lot in his fight game. You know, Charles Jourdain.
No.
I don't see him pulling off a lot of, but he did against Ricardo Ramos. But Ricardo Ramos does have a couple high spots in his past there. He beat Danny Chavez, spinning back elbow and punches. Great one. Grappling. He lost to Bayatuka. Then there's a grappling. Right here. Bill Algeo, unanimous decision. There's a good win. Lost to Lerone Murphy. Said Nurgam. Journey Nilsson beat him. I mean, right here. Aim is a high. That's highlight reel spinning back elbow. Highlight reel. I remember that one. Kyung Ho Kang, Mr. Perfect. Split decision. But still, I mean, that's a good win as well.
That is a good win.
It is. I just like I understand Josh Culibao being a slight favorite, but I think this might be another spot where I wouldn't blame you for taking the plus money here on Ricardo Ramos. Is he still an alpha male? Let's find out, huh? Dave, can you check out Ricardo Ramos, his Instagram?
Where am I? Yes.
Oh, that's right, Noah. That's right. Melsik Bagdasaryan, he did it was kind of fluky. You know. Okay, so let's look at the Instagram here. We got I don't have I'm just going off the screen. I don't have it up. Who's in the BJJ training pick that was up? What was that? What was going on there?
Well, we're in Australia.
Hey, but I think those were all the fighters were because it looks like Jack Jenkins.
Aborigine horns, like the wah 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 horns.
I seen that on the Reddit. That was like Even
adult.
Drinkus and Izzy were right there.
Oh, are
together.
they? Oh yeah, and there's that Maury that like that
Oh,
Islander dance there. I forgot what
That's
it's called.
Tai Tuivasa.
Is it? And Josh Cooleybaugh was
Yeah.
in there too, probably. Oh, look at here's Hakato Hamosh doing some grappling takedown. I think Cooleybaug's wrestling's decent though. That's the thing. So I'm not confident either way. I'm still kind of on the fence, but I like my plus money. So I like to take. That's the picture. Is it clickable? Can you see like people names? Okay, I don't know any of them, but
Ronaldo Jr. BJJ.
17 weeks ago too. Forget it. This is in April. Let's see. Okay, so I don't know. I think he's still over alpha male, I would imagine. Unless no, look at 17 weeks ago it says Atos Jiu-Jitsu headquarters, San Diego, California. Is that close? San Diego close to? Is that alpha male? Real Fight Picks?
No, that's not close. They're like on the San Diego, Southern Cal, Sacramento's Northern Cal. Like they're about 6 hours.
Feints a takedown, spins into an elbow. Cooleybaugh gets dropped. Ramos takes it back. Can't finish choking time. Round one ends. I wake up. No, this is a Bohemian Grove. The owls. The didgeridoo. That's that big horn thing. Wah, 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 wah. Haka. That's the dance. Kiwi Brew, you're a welcome asset for this show. I appreciate you being so knowledgeable in the chat. Anyway, back to Ricardo Hamosh and Josh Cooleybaugh. I don't know. What's the chat thinking? What are you guys thinking? I don't know yet. I originally picked Cooleybaugh, but I like that plus money, and Hamosh, I don't know. He might upset. He might poop in a lot of parlays. That's all I'm saying. What do you guys think, Dave?
My turn.
Well, since Lupe went go take a dump or something, yeah.
No. Okay. Let's go over some stats. Josh Cooleybaugh, 3.20 strike line per minute versus 3.21. Accuracy 42 versus 37. Strike absorb 3.24 versus 3.74. Defense 56 versus 57. Pretty much a wash on the feet here, kids. Like maybe a few more strike absorbed for Ramos, but honestly, on the feet, it's going to be, I say even. Flip a coin. Now, on the ground, takedown average 3.02 versus 0. Takedown accuracy 0 versus 60. Takedown defense 67 versus 72. So you got to think these guys are both coming off of losses.
Who's on the right? Hamosh?
Ramos is on the right. So
And
Ramos.
does he have more takedown attempts or accuracy or whatever?
Oh my goodness. Hell yeah.
Yeah, because Cooleybaugh don't even try it, right?
0. Cooleybaugh doesn't take anybody down.
Yeah, I'm going Hamosh just for that reason.
Exactly.
I think the narrative about UFC telling people stop wrestling, I think that might be a little bit of an exaggeration.
I don't know. This shit's mixed martial arts. Unfortunately, Cooleybaugh, a little bit one-dimensional. He does have some takedown maybe in him, but not to the level that Ramos does. I think this is a wash on the feet. Once it does get to the ground, Ramos is going to have the advantage on the takedown on the ground. Even if he does get on his back, I think he's going to be able to flip it and be in dominant position. I don't know if it's going to be a knockout or a submission. Wouldn't surprise me if this went into the later rounds, like late second to third rounds. But yeah, I'm definitely picking Ramos in this one. And I think before I look at what the bookies say, let's hope I'm close. See if the bookies and I agree. Where are we? Here's your plus money, baby. Ricardo Ramos, plus 110. Cooleybaugh, minus 138.
Yep, I have similar. DraftKings Sportsbook says Cooleybaugh minus 135, Hamosh plus 114. Love it. Love it.
I'm on the plus 110.
All right. I have to take a piss and I'm going to grab a beer now that you're here. Can you introduce Junior Tafa, Walter Walker? Can you do that
Oh,
for me?
can I? Can
Can
I?
you?
What? Can I? Let
Look
me see
at,
what I know.
there's your boys. You know who that is?
Who's my boys?
Right there. Sharing screen. You know who that is?
That's Dev and who is that other guy?
El Jefe. Head movement.
All right. Anyway,
I knew you'd get a kick out of it. Awesome.
well,
Awesome.
both of you guys get out of here. Obviously, you guys are useless fucking hosts.
Go ahead and
You
introduce
take care of this.
Walter Walker. I'm gonna go get a
Put some
beer.
light on me. You guys
Bro.
can actually see some shit. I will introduce Walker.
There he is. Real fight picks. Coolibao or Hamos?
I got Coolibao only because I don't know why. I'm actually really doubting this fight, but I'm picking him. I don't know why. Because Ramos is probably like better at his skill. He's probably better at jiu-jitsu than Coolibao is at striking. But fuck, bro. I think I'm gonna pick Coolibao like an idiot. I admit that I'm stupid.
I'm glad you did. Now,
That's how I feel about it.
is Nora around? Nora, can you go get Ranj? Because Ranj somehow stopped the share screen, so I cannot share my stats or my Instagram or my weigh-ins, my face-offs.
Oh, look, it's there. It's right there. Jesus. You
I don't
got
see
the
it.
whole control of the whole StreamYard. You post
There we go.
comments
we
with
go.
my face, but you can't share a screen.
Do I? Okay. All right. Whatever. All right. Anyways, Junior Taffa, local, Australian, 27 years old versus 26 years old, 244 versus 252, 6'3" versus 6'6". So Walter Walker coming in a little bit heavier than Junior Taffa on this one than the Juggernaut. Let's go with some stats real quick. Where am I? Nope. That wasn't it. Apologies. There we go. And we've got one fight for Walter Walker, who lost his last fight. Junior Taffa striking time per minute 1.81 versus 2.02. Striking accuracy 40 versus 49. Strike absorbed 1.86 versus 3.87. Negative striking ratio for Walter Walker. We'll go even for Taffa on this one with a lot more fights for Taffa. Now, the one problem I have for Taffa, even though he lost to Usman, which was he beat Parker Porter, which he should have done, and he lost to Lima, which is not a good look. Walter Walker has only lost to Bretsky. But the problem here is, guys, the takedown average. Junior Taffa is not good on the ground. He's about to get dominated by a much bigger individual who has, 4 takedown average, 8% takedown accuracy. It wasn't a loss. I get it. But I do think this guy is going to avenge his loss. Taffa might pick a loss for this one, kids.
I agree. 100%, Dave. Exactly what you said. Walter Walker is going to have a whole totally different level of grappling. And Junior Taffa, he's a kickboxer that does not know how to grapple. So that's going to be a little tough if he comes in with a game plan of just standing and banging, because Walter Walker is going to want to find it to the ground, and he shall, I do believe. I heard back when he lost to Lucas Brzeski, before that, I heard he was traveling different facilities where his brother Johnny Walker had trained, and he was like I think there's even some Instagram. Do you have his Instagram, Dave? Can you pull up? There's like footage of him just housing all the people in takedowns and wrestling at all these facilities.
Who do you want?
Look up Walter Walker, his Instagram. I'm looking at it right now, and there's.
Oh,
There's that. No, you got to type in his name, Walter Walker. Sounds like a curse word, doesn't it? Walter Walker. Hey, Walter Walker. Or a villain. Sounds like a villain. Now look at, isn't there that? Keep going down. Isn't that down?
Yeah. Oh, let's see this.
Oh look,
God.
that's just the wrestling dummy though.
Oh my God. Taffy's gonna get his ass handed to him. Which one do you want?
Where's it? That's a high, not fight highlights in some regional scene. Look right there. There's the Polish or the Ukrainian Anthony Smith. What's his name? Bogdan. Down there.
Oh yeah.
Down to the right. Right there. Isn't that Bogdan Guskov or whatever in that picture? Was it? Yeah. I was like, oh, there's that Ukrainian Anthony Smith looking guy. But anyway, Walter Walker, as you can see with his training and stuff. Oh, he's striking. I don't think he's a better striker, but I think he's going to use his size and his wrestling advantage and if he's got any type of smart fight IQ at all, he'll take this just like he did that blue dummy and he'll get to the ground and he'll control himself to a decision. What? Did you see that flying kick? That's crazy. Oh, that's his boy, Gustav or whatever.
Yeah, that's Gustav right there. Gustav.
Look at that. That's awesome, though. Oh, look at he's got some dance moves like his brother. Awesome. I like that they're chummy like that. That's good. Anyway, now you have to show Junior Tafa's. Dave, you're gonna have to show that one too. Just to be fair, Junior Tafa. I wonder if he's with his brother. Remember when he took his brother's spot and lost?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was horrible.
That was
I had him
last fight, wasn't it?
I had him for that fight. He lost.
Okay, I see no training of him. He's a lot more slender than his. Oh, look at his brother. Jesus.
I would not say slender is a good characteristic to.
I'm saying he's a lot thinner than average heavyweight. Look at that guy; looks like a heavyweight, but not him, not Junior. He looks like he should be down to light heavy, 205. But what is he, 230 or something? He's got something like that, right? There's Walter. There he is. You just passed it, Dave.
Calm down, Jesus Christ.
There he is. You could tell, though. 244. 244. Good catch right there, Dave. You got it right. Perfect timing. See, that's why you're irreplaceable, Dave. Don't do that like you.
Yep.
Tafa point deduction for grabbing the cage. I see that happening. No, I wish you can bet grabbing the cage because you know he's going to. Walker by wet blanket. Yes, that's what I'm saying too. I'm confident with that. Carl's protest. I think he just smoked a cig there.
Dude, okay, so look at Walker. Look at that body style right there. 252.
Oh, he looks lean. Lost some weight.
Look at this guy.
He looks even way better than Junior Tafa.
Look at this guy. Seriously, you want to compare this, motherfuckers? Look at this. Come on. Look at this behemoth of a fucking athlete compared to dad bod.
And he still looks better than his brother. What's Justin? What's the other Tafa? Justin Tafa, right?
Yes.
He still looks way better than Justin Tafa.
Yes. So we've got
that's sad.
So I've got a fucking cut 252.
Usman attempted 12 takedowns on Tafa and got 2. Yeah, Muhammad Usman, though, he's a football player. He's not even, I mean, come on. This guy, he trains with Bogdan. So you know he's good. Look, he's proud. He's proud squeezing his little what's left of his chub there. I like it. I like Walter Walker.
252, cut as hell. Compared
His
to
takedown defense is okay. Gets up. His get up game is 0. Yeah, De Lima also had a third of one of 3 on takedowns. Yeah, De Lima. Who's that? It's Marcos Rogero De Lima. He knocked him out with leg kicks to ground and pound. We'll have Walker gas quick if he keeps stuffing takedowns. Nah, that's the guy from the Goonies. What's his name? Or Chunk. Remember he liked the truffle shuffle guy, the chubby kid. Chunk, Baby Ruth. Wishing a Walker has high IQ. Yeah, that is. I would say he's probably smarter than his brother. I'd hope. Walker wet blankets, and yes, thank you, Ty. That's exactly what the consensus here is. The Walter Walker will be controlling by wrestling to a boring decision. Ref will stand them up probably. Yeah, maybe. Let him grab the cage when he fought Porter. Yeah, if I could bet Junior Tafa cage grab, I would bet it because I'll bet right. You want a T-shirt bet? He grabs the cage. The odds are in your favor. I would imagine that's like plus money for me. Grabbing the cage.
You guys convinced me. Honestly, I was on Junior Tafa because I didn't really know which way to go. But Junior Tafa isn't really that big of a heavyweight. As a matter of fact, I think the time before this, he weighed in at 244, and it's a little concerning.
Today he's at 244. Weren't you paying attention?
Oh, he's at 244?
Dave just showed it.
I feel like if he was a little bit bigger, it could really help him out. But Walker, he's never been finished, right? He's only lost a decision to Bresky. And in my opinion, he kind of won that fight. So he wasn't very impressive, though. I'm not gonna lie. And this is his technically in 4 years.
Jitters, though.
Technically, in 4 years, this is only his third heavyweight fight. Walter Walker's fought at 185. He's fought at 205. He's fought guys as little as 2.
He trains out of Russia, but his brother trains out of Ireland. Are they even related? Are they real brothers? That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like they're not close. They're not really close. Because I've never heard of him.
Mean monster. How's he training out of Russia? Moscow, Russia. And he is. We saw him with Bogdan there, so it's legit.
I'm gonna take Walker. I was actually switching my pick right now in Tapology to make it official, but I have both guys on DraftKings. I'm leaving it that way.
Yeah,
I'm just leaving it how it is.
Yeah.
I have Walker.
Okay,
and
Walker, and that might be playable for our parlay too, guys.
That's risky though, Ranch. I'm just saying, it's risky because he could get knocked out for the first time.
Yeah, Tafa uppercut KO. He beat fitter guys before. Yeah, that's always there. It's every it's a fight. So hold on, Walker never been finished because he fight absolute cans. Granted. Warranted there. Always open to uppercuts. That's why I had Bresky too. 0 cardio, awful striking defense. Yeah, I just saw him get kicked in the head by guy Bogdan Guskov or whatever, even though it was just a play. But anyway.
Yeah, but Tafa probably has 1 round, and that's it. He has 1 round in him, I'm sure. And
yeah, both these guys have crap cardio, I think. But Walter Walker looking like
what's going to happen is that Tafa's going to get taken down in the first round. Then Tafa's going to get taken down in the second round. Then Tafa's going to get taken down in the third round. And he's going to flop on his back like a fucking fish. And then it's going to be a decision win.
You know what? I'm looking at all these cans that he beat, Walter Walker, and he's knocking them out. So he might take it down and do a little mean ground and pound. I'm just saying he's winning by ground and pound on a lot of these. I'm looking at him right now. As
you're gonna have to kill Tafa.
11 victories.
You're gonna have to kill Tafa. I don't care how many rounds, how many minutes is on the ground. He's not giving up.
Yeah, Justin Toff is like better, right? He's the better brother. He's like the Gilbert Burns of the Burns family.
I bet you. Yeah, Justin Toff is supposedly the better brother, but Junior. What's his record? Junior's 5-2. I don't know. Whatever. Sloppy heavyweight fight. We're all in Walter Walker. That's all cares. Let's move on to this next fight.
Kiwi
training
80%, man. 79% picks over the last little bit. Hop on the wagon.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I'm talking to Kiwi Brew. I'm not talking to you.
Oh,
hang on, Dave. The average kind of went down a little bit last week, right? Just a little bit.
It did go down a little bit last week, but okay. After it was 79% last week. We'll see how it goes this week.
All right, moving on. Next, we have Jingliang Li. He is training out of China with the other Chinese fighter on this card, and Kanan Song. I saw the Instagram picture with both of them, and it was like from 2 weeks ago. So they're definitely both training together for this. They had a shared camp for this Australian card, and Jingliang Li is taking on big favorite in Carlos Prates, who I just realized this week is a cigarette smoker, loves the ciggies. And before Dave came late, we were all discussing that. On Crystal was saying how a lot of the striking coaches are like the old school Thai striking coaches are like chain smokers. And he was like, but I mean, he might be onto something there. But anyway, Carlos Prates is like a hero to everybody that smokes cigs. That shows they can still go out there and beat athletes, or be athletes and beat athletes. Because I heard after his last fight, when he got the bonus fight of the night money or something, he lit up a smoke, sparked it right. I don't know if it was on Instagram or Twitter or something, but definitely. And he admits it. He admits smoking cigs. He says he smokes like 6 or 7 cigarettes a day. Like, damn.
That's not bad.
That's not. I know.
That's not horrible.
Yeah. Smoking teaches you to really inhale when you breathe. Opens up the lungs. Sure does. And makes them brown, too. Makes them brown and sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
Sturdy lungs.
Funny fact. Hockey player Mario Lemieux used to smoke on a regular basis. I think he smoked about a pack a day. But he used to also run like 5 or 6 miles just to offset his smoking. So, little NHL secret about Mario Lemieux, who was a Hall of Fame hockey player.
He was. He's a legend. Okay, Prates beat a bunch of bums. Leach, gotcha. Leach. All right, let's look at Jingliang Li, the underdog here, the Leech. Let's see, is 19-8. Both these guys have similar records. Carlos Prates is 19-6. So let's see, got a little red in there. D-Rod beat him. Is that Muslim Salikov? That's a good win because Salikov just won when I was in Ottawa. Remember? Yep. That was good. Kamzat. Or you gotta give him the Kamzat loss. I mean, Jesus. Yeah, Ponzinibbio, Neil Magny. Yeah, Santiago Ponzinibbio is a good one. Neil Magny, that you can give him that loss too. Zaleski. I mean, yeah, David Zawada. He's veteran. He's good. Now we have to check out his Carlos Prates. This is where it's going to be interesting. Because Carlos Prates minus 355. That's
Muslim Salikov.
There's got to be a reason why.
Pretty good win.
What's that?
Muslim Salikov is a decent win.
It's actually mature. If you said that like maybe 4 months ago, you'd be like, who cares? King Kung Fu is old as dirt. But now that he beat Santiago, was it Ponzinibbio? He beat him. That's now it's looking like a good win. All right, so Carlos Prates. Let's look at his resume. Okay, he beat Chuck Buffalo. Dave, that's on you. Switch it. There you go. He beat Chuck Buffalo, Charles Radke. Okay, that's hasn't really aged that well. He beat Officer Trevin Giles, the Houston police officer who, when was this? 20? No, this was after he's retired. And, he was a police officer right up to like 2023, middle of that. Mitch Ramirez in the Contender Series, and before that he was an LFA guy. Not cans though. He's fighting some decent names. Is that Charles Oliveira, like the?
Can we just look at something?
That's Charles Oliveira. One, not
Can I
the.
pause something real quick?
What?
Can I pause something real quick? Can I just show something out real quick? Round 1, knockout. Round 2, knockout. Round 2, knockout. Round 1, knockout. Round 1, knockout. Round 1, knockout. Round 2, knockout. Round 1, knockout. Round 5, knockout. Holy fuck. Does that not strike a chord with anybody here?
Yeah,
but we're looking at we're weighing out the strength of schedule though.
Competition. I can, line up a bunch of taxi cab drivers. I can knock them out.
That's a dominant majority over all of these fucking cans. Dominant.
They're not all cans. Trevin Giles is
not
a can.
But he treated them like they were cans.
There's the knockoff Charles Oliveira, though. He's a can. And the rest of these guys.
Treated accordingly.
Man, look at that guy he fought in December 2018. What's that name? Can you say that?
Which one?
In 2018, December 14th.
Kuajibenjang
Oh, yep. That's what I thought. Anyways.
Chuos Bidaki.
Rolls off the tip of the tongue.
Just like you said. Anyways, I'm gonna check out his Instagram. I want to catch him. Look at his Instagram picture, shows the Joker smoking a cig. That's awesome. Hit his Instagram right there, Dave. It's awesome. See? Loves his ciggies. Oh, it's a beautiful girlfriend. The glasses.
What do you
She's
see that?
Actually.
Oh, that.
I like that. That's I want to see him with a cigarette in hand. And no pictures of him smoking ciggies. But
can't find it.
Yeah,
hey, but he does come out of Fighting Nerds. That does give me some, it makes me want to
Fighting Nerds. They're the hot new Brazilian gym now. Oh, look at he's exhaling right there. Right there you go. Good one. Exhaling. That makes me want to spark up. What if they're Brazilian? He's got to be like Brazilian series. What if they got Marlboro in Brazil?
Everybody chatting all. Spark up.
Mamas.
All right. I guess
you got to go with your mom. Daddy's going to smoke his medicine.
Smoke his medicine?
Okay, well, you can come back, when I ventilate.
He's got to smoke. He's got to smoke his medicine. Oh, that's a t-shirt right there. Daddy's got to smoke his medicine.
Back in a little bit, okay?
That's the next t-shirt. Oh, that's awesome.
Crack addict. Medicine.
I know he said that, right? It sounds like he's hitting stem. Daddy's got to go. Daddy's got to smoke his medicine.
All right, coast is clear.
All right, I'm just playing with your real fight picks. Don't get all sore in the cooch.
All right.
He's always exhaling. Look, even Crystal liked it. Smoking meds.
That's what my dispensary calls it, I used to be a patient.
I hear you.
Oh, fuck. To thine own self be true. Motherfucker.
Oh, look, Nick Alexander, the Aussie. in the same chat with Kiwi Brew. Oh, we have a Kiwi right in here. He's on the Fade City Kickboxing Parlay. Gamrot, Urseg, DDP. Noah pulls out spoon. Daddy's got to take his medicine. All right.
Fucking show's gonna kill
Hey,
me.
at least I made her,
No, that's
leave
good.
the
You
room.
didn't do it in front of her. I appreciate
You
that.
know?
That's great. That's awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna go with the big plus money on Leech Jingliang Lee because he doesn't smoke ciggies. I don't think he smokes medicine either. But no, Prada is prime for a knockout. I don't know, man. I'm not confident, but on Tapology, I'm gonna take Jingliang Lee. I'm not betting this at all. I'm not betting Jingliang Lee at plus money or nothing. First look. Oh, look at the first UFC fighter to smoke cigs. Awesome. I love it. I might take him just cause he smokes cigs. I was gonna go against him because he was a cigarette smoker, but I think it's to his advantage. I don't know. What do you guys got to say about this? I know, Dave, you're all over because all those round 1, round 2 knockouts, which warranted. They're good. So what do you got to add? Either one of you.
All I have to add is that Pratas. Okay, so let's go over some stats real quick. Strike time per minute 4.46 versus 4.09, pretty much a wash. Second score 3.84 versus 5.23. I get it, negative striking ratio for Pratas, but takedown average 1.25 versus 0. Okay, takedown accuracy 41 versus 0 because this guy's not taking anybody down. He doesn't need to. He hasn't had to. Takedown defense 60% versus 80%, which tells me Pratos is going to be able to keep the takedown down. So he's going to be able to force Li Jian. Jesus Christ, I'm going to call him Lee. He's going to be able to force Lee on the feet. Now, reach 71 versus 78. So we're talking about a 7-inch reach advantage on a guy who's got heavy volume on striking. He's going to be able to stop the takedowns. He's the younger guy, 1993 versus 1998, with the reach advantage, a little bit of a height advantage. I think this guy's going to be able to stop the takedowns and piece Lee up on the feet. It's going to be scary. I think Lee's about to fucking realize who he's. He's never been in the ring with a guy who's got this striking, who's got this accuracy. I hate to say it, man. I gotta go practice on this one. I just don't trust the ground game. And then if you're gonna tell me that if this is gonna be on the feet completely between Lee and Carlos Pratas, I gotta favor Pratas on the feet.
Real quick, not to interrupt, I got to show something real quick. I'm going to share my screen I just saw this.
Is he smoking another cigarette, or is he doing tobacco?
No, look,
now?
This is Jingliang Lee's page, and this is the back thing. Remember, like all these people are saying, like right here, back surgery factors in. And oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't sharing it. My bad. Here, right here. Here's as many of you already know, I injured I don't know, he speaks very good English in Instagram. As many of you already know, I injured my spine during fight camp, was forced to withdraw from my fight against Michael Chiesa at UFC 287. Injury was an accumulated effect from all the rigorous training I'd put my body through in the past several months, especially the extra BJJ and wrestling work I put in to prepare for beating a submission artist. Okay, which Carlos Pratas is not, so you don't have to worry about that. I was feeling extremely confident. I was never so ready for a fight when the injury happened. I've been waiting too long for my moment since last year. So I tried to power through until I reached a point where the pain was worsening and expanding across my entire upper body. No amount of physical therapy or ibuprofen was able to fix the problem, and my fight preparation was completely stalled because of it. When the doctors explained how dangerous it would be for me to keep pushing my limits, I decided to wise up and take their advice and let my body heal. So that explains his time off. But this is a disappointing situation, to say the least. I'm a professional fighter. My job is to fight, provide for my family with honest work, bare hands. I love what I do because I understand the need to play the long game, be responsible. He is Chinese. He did not write this. I don't know who wrote this for him, but it's definitely not from Li Jiang Li. He did. Have you ever heard the guy talk? He can't even. I don't even think he can spell any ibuprofen. I don't think he can speak like this. Anyway, I chose fighting as my career decision must be based on ego and not my long term. Man, it's a whole book. Okay, look, this is edited 71 weeks ago. April 2nd is when he wrote this. Okay, life will always throw you curveballs. Just keep fouling them off. The right pitch will come when it does. I will be prepared to knock it out. I know. 71 weeks ago, April 2nd, 2023. So this was the injury, but it was so long ago. Let's see if he's got anything recent. All right. Was that Shavkat Rakhmonov right there, isn't it? Yeah. One of my favorite fighters, Shavkat. They're all being chummy. There's the Great Wall, like that, but I don't like that for training purposes. 24 weeks ago, 20. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might have to do 29 weeks ago. This was after surgery and stuff, so at least he's showing he can get back into it. But I don't know. I think I might take the cigarette smoke and Carlos Prates. When was this? Me too.
Especially after that.
Right, after the spine injury thing, right?
How's he going to...
Guys, hey, stop. By the way, Prates is minus 350. Lee is plus 275.
Now I know why.
Yeah, I know, but I'm thinking maybe Lee might be, I don't know, that might be a sneaky move because Prates, no, I guess man, I don't know.
I was betting. No, just fucking make your Tapology pick and move the fuck on. Honestly.
All right, fine. Even though you're the one, let's see what the odds are. Let's see what the prop says. Oh, let's check out their stats from 5 years ago. Yeah, okay, Dave, about moving on.
Okay,
we're all on Prates.
A prop here, Prates by TK or by KO.
No, I don't want a prop. I was just busting your balls. Moving on.
Plus 110.
Moving on. Next, we have Tai Tuivasa plus 195 right now on DraftKings Sportsbook, taking on Jairzinho Rozenstruik minus 238. That's not correct. Tapology is not correct. This is hot off the DraftKings Sportsbook right now, and I wrote these down right as we're starting the show. So. Yeah, where was he at? Oh, Tai Tuivasa plus 195, Jairzinho Rozenstruik minus 238 in this heavyweight banger. Now, here's the thing about Tai Tuivasa. He gets a nice show up time paycheck. Like for what Cody Safdie says, he makes about 100 and something thousand for show up, and if he wins and bonuses and stuff, he can make something around 200 to 300,000 if he wins out and does everything he's supposed to do.
Good pay.
His sponsorships and all that, and he owns his own brewery. He makes his own beer with that thing, and all his local Australian sponsors and stuff. According to Cody Safdie on Dogger Pass podcast, he makes 300,000. That's more than he makes more off his sponsorships and all that media, commercial money than he does from fighting money. So keep that in mind, okay? So, but Jairzinho Rozenstruik, who I think is a better striker from Senegal or something. I think he's look at the physical shape. Look at right there. Look at Tai Tuivasa. I know you like drinking beer out of a boot and all that stuff, but come on. Then go back to Biggie Boy. Look at Tai. Just I mean, he's a fun guy. And Biggie, just look at how white his palms are. I'm just whatever. Not really. But look at I'm just saying his body. He's in better physical shape. I guarantee he's got way better cardio. What are the ages on these boys? And Tai Tuivasa just looks like he's just You know,
Well-
he just wants he's a novelty. I think. I think he's more
Yeah.
novelty than anything. You know what I mean?
Look at those
I
pecs.
understand he's got that. He used to rely on his chin, but that's no longer a. You can't do that anymore because he's been knocked out recently, right? Let me see. Yeah, 14-7 for Bam Bam, and he's coming off. He's been knocked out 3 times, and they're all within the last. He's on a 4-fight skid. He got
What, you
knocked
like
out by Cyril Gane. He got knocked out by Sergey Pavlovich. He got Ezekiel choked by Alexander Volkov, and he got rear naked choked by Marcin Tybura. He is sliding down. I think he's all done, guys. I hate to say it because he's fun, the shoeies and all that. He's a good time, but I think he's slid off. And Jairzinho Rozenstruik is not. He's not. I'm not saying he's on an upward shooting trajectory or anything, but Biggie Boy, I think, is better. His head's more in the game. He can't rely on that, sponsorship, brewery money, or any of that crap. Or I think Tai Tuivasa even made like a shoey for drinking beer, and commercialized it and tried to. Did he try? He was giving them out on his last event. When he went to he was like throwing them to the crowd, like stupid shoey boots or something. Shoey, like something to drink beer out of is stupid. I'm like, what the hell is this Timu shit he's throwing out? But Jairzinho, Biggie Boy, he's training out. Tapology says he's training out American Top Team, and he's not coming off 4 losses. He's coming off a win against Shamil Ragaziev, where retirement, 4th round, couldn't come back. He lost to Jalton Almeida, but Almeida, until he was fraud checked, Almeida was the hot thing. He knocked out Chris Dawkins in 23 seconds, but that's not really a hard thing for people to do nowadays. He lost to Alexander Volkov. Okay, give him that. Curtis Blades, he lost to him. Augusto Sakai knocked his ass out in round 1, end of round 1, last minute. Knocked out Junior Dos Santos. Knocked out Alistair Overeem. Knocked out Andre Arlovsky. Come on. I'm taking Jairzinho Rozenstruik by TKO. We'll say I think Tuivasa is going to try to be tough. Round 1. I'll say round two knockout for Jairzinho Rozenstruik. What do you guys have to say on this fight?
Tai Tuivasa, I had to pick him up and put him in some DraftKings lineups, but he's, you kind of never know what you're gonna get. And if I'm going totally off of memory, but I think Jairzinho Rozenstruik is 36 years old. Could be fucking wrong about that. I feel like Tai is the younger guy.
Let me see. I got it open. He is. You're right. 36.
I feel like Ty's a younger guy, so he could still shake off those knockouts. And Jairzinho has been finished 2 before, just not in a row. But listen,
right?
I'd be stupid, bro, if I go with Tai Tuivasa, because I'm just picking as a purist, right? Because Jairzinho Rozenstruik is a better striker, naturally. You just assume he's a better technician, and there is that Tai Tuivasa that always seems to find the button. But Derek Lewis, that happened. He's kind of a brawler, and it wasn't a good look for Jairzinho Rozenstruik to get knocked out by Chris Dawkins. And I feel like that's when the UFC, when the brass and when the war room, when they get together and make the matches, they look at shit like that. They'd be like, you know what? Jairzinho got knocked out by Chris Dawkins. And Chris Dawkins, he's not even in our company anymore. So we want to have something exciting maybe happen. So let's put him in with Tai Tuivasa. Still, though, that doesn't mean he's going to win. I'm picking Jairzinho Rozenstruik. I just wanted to give you a little breakdown to show you that I see both sides and that Tai could surprise everybody and find the button. But obviously, everybody knows that's his superpower. And if Jairzinho is a decent kickboxer or whatever he was, then he'll be able to watch out for that. That's the conclusion I came to. Not that he's a favorite, not that it's a gutsy. But I got Jairzinho Rozenstruik by KO.
You don't like the pecs? You don't like the fucking the definition of the pecs here? or the abs.
I could flip my pick.
It's like negative pec. It's like negative pec minus.
It is.
Pec. It's
Do
like
a couple more circles.
concave. It goes in instead of pecking out.
You don't what you don't like that? But I mean,
Yeah, you know what? Kiwi Bruce says right here, Ty is training in Abu Dhabi, and like he's an alcoholic, or he holds himself like he's an alcoholic, and I guess you would think he can't drink in Dubai.
In Abu Dhabi,
like,
there's no drinking, right?
Or Abu Dhabi, Abu Dhabi, and you know what?
There's no drinking.
It's the residual effects, like of what he's done to himself, like the past few years. You know, he seems like
he still owns a brewery.
Unless he's just acting, I think he has a problem.
Ty's walkout song is going to be the Spice Girls. Isn't that what it's been for every time or something?
It was Barbie Girl last one time.
That's right.
I love that.
He still gets paid more if he wins. Absolutely.
Anyways,
man in pair form, not peak form. Yeah, he employed the head brewer from Batch Brewery, the Brewheads. Yes. Wicked. I kind of lost faith in Ty lately. Not gonna lie. Yeah, me too. Dude. I would be so happy if Ty wins, but can't see it. Same with me. Like I said, he's fun to be a fan of because he's always boisterous and funny and loud, and has that that I don't really give a shit attitude, and
and if he wins, it's good business, right, for the UFC.
Last time I drank out of a boot, I caught athlete's foot on the mouth. I'm just kidding. That's not
that was herpes.
That's not a thing.
That was herpes. Somebody lied to you.
Yeah, I know. She said it was athlete's foot. I don't know what she's talking about. Please go tomorrow so we can play Jarzino sub. Ty's liver is 65. Both livers. The moon is closer than Perth. I think you're right. For me, I think you're right. Really, I think the moon is 2,000 something miles, and Perth is like a lot more. I forget exactly the measurements, but moon is closer than a lot of people think. Ty's going to get close and stand, bang, and blitz him like Ngannou did, but Rosenstruck's going to catch Ty as he's coming in and stank leg him. I think Rosenstruck has a good like kickboxing background where I think Ty Tuivasa's got a barroom brawling background or something. No, he's probably got some kickboxing in there too.
Oh, really? Okay, so that makes me feel better then, because I was picking Jairzinho anyways, and I must have
Jairzinho's he came in through kickboxing, and he's got a extensive I know it's in Senegal or Africa or whatever, but he does have a kickboxing background in his let's see. Jairzinho knocked Dawkins out in like a minute. He sure did. It was actually 17, that wasn't 23 seconds or something. It was I forget what it was. I just read it though. Ojeda was an alcoholic too. He's fine now.
It was 12 strikes to one knockdown in 23 seconds. KO performance of the night, December 10th, 2022.
Didn't Ty Tuivasa come out in Spice Girls before the Barbie girl thing?
Fuck.
What's their hit? That was way back. What?
Tell me what you want. That one. What
yes,
you really,
I think
really
that
want.
was the one. Tell me what you want. What you really, really want. I think that was the one. Maybe I don't know.
I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know.
Yeah. Did you say I want a nut? Is that what they're saying? I want a nut. I want a nut. I want a nut. I want a nut. I used to live in Perth, but now I live 2 hours south of Perth and southwest. I was considering going to this event because I never been to one, but I can't. I hear you, Nick. They're so expensive, no matter where they are. Even in Canada, they're expensive. In Canada, Canada, everything's expensive. $50 fajitas, right, Dave? Anyway.
It's fucking bullshit.
Yes, there you go. Thank you, Kiwi, for confirming the really, really want whatever that song is.
Ranch, you still made money at the casino that night.
I did make money at the casino. Then when I exchanged it to American money, I lost $200.
Hey, did you go to the casino? Did you go to the one by Niagara Falls?
Huh? We went to
Did you go?
what's it called Lac Lemieux Casino. Was it?
It was good. It was fun.
Yeah. It's
We,
in I don't know, Lac Lemieux, I think it's called.
once we got this fucking sports betting guys fucking to be able to bet fucking on sports.
They wanted to hire me and Dave to teach everybody else how to sport bet. That's not even, I'm not even lying. They're like, you guys ought to get a job here to teach all these other guys how to do it. Okay.
I need video proof.
Huh?
I need video proof for the.
I know
It
we
was
don't
a
take any pictures from the casino. It's bad luck. I should have took the casino 2 pulls, right, Dave? 2 pulls, and that's where I hit all of my money.
You made money.
Blazing
You walked away.
seconds. All right, so I'm on Rosenstruck. You guys are both also on Jairzinho, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's move on. Moving up to the main card, we have Matus Gamrot taking on Dan the Hangman Hooker. Dan Hooker's the home team. Double-digit losses for Dan Hooker, though. Don't like seeing that never on anybody. 23-12. He is the underdog here. Plus 280 on DraftKings Sportsbook. Matus Gamrot comes back at minus 355. That's disgusting, but it's almost warranted because Matus Gamrot is a action type forward progressing wrestler with endless cardio, and he's going to take down Dan Hooker over and over. Actually, he might not be over and over again because Dan Hooker, I don't think he's got really good get up game. So I think Gamrot's going to take him down a few times. He might scramble up a couple times, but Gamrot's going to keep this on the ground. And even if it was standing up, I think Matus Gamrot can stand and bang with Dan Hooker on the feet as well. I mean, Dan Hooker does have a nice, stiff jab, and he's pretty technical, is on point with his strikes. Dave's going to have to run the stats because I don't know exactly the volume on these strikes, but I'm picking Matus Gamrot because I do believe he's going to implement takedown after takedown. He's way better in wrestling than Dan Hooker is. Way better. Dan Hooker's takedown defense can't be that good. Matus Gamrot's takedown accuracy is that good, and he should be able to wrestle his way to a decision. I don't know if he's going to be able to finish Dan Hooker, but I think he will outpoint him by top control, wet blanket, similar to who did I say earlier? Walter Walker, similar to that. I think it's gonna be a wrestling thing for Gamrot, and he's gonna win here. What do you guys have to say about this one?
Man, this is actually, to me, gonna be a pretty close fight because Dan Hooker's the way the stats read, like he's been taken down. I don't know how many times total, but he's only been taken down 3 times in the last 6 years.
Crystal's bringing a good point. Miller and Burns got KO'd trying to take that Hooker down.
Yeah. That's a great point. Jim Miller and the other guy, Jim Miller was able to get him down 1 time. So I feel like, you guys open my eyes to some fights like Ricardo Ramos. You make me doubt my picks. Walter Walker, when I had Justin Todd for the favorite. And this is another one where I would just pause and, because it's a pretty chalky line. And Dan Hooker has some power. He did good against Dustin Poirier. He lost, but he landed 123 strikes against Dustin Poirier. I mean, that's getting to the upper echelon of fighters right there, And Gamrot, sometimes he looks like, he's had a couple close ones, right? A couple close decisions where like they were controversial. Let me see. That was against split decision against Jalen Turner. And he lost a unanimous decision against Bernil Dariush. And against Armin Tarzukian, where I think Armin Tarzukian, I seen that fight. And I think Armin Tarzukian won. And I feel like this fight could be kind of like that because Dan Hooker's not.
He is silent. Sarukian. I'm not.
Sorry.
I am correcting you, but not to be an asshole. I'm just
No, I'm sure you feel like a little bit better about yourself. And that's
No, I
fine.
just want you to say it
I'm
right.
just
That's all.
joking.
Sarukian, not
Fucking around.
Tarzukian or whatever you're saying. That's Sean Strickland's
Yeah.
Tarzan.
They should put a T at the beginning. But yeah, so I think this is gonna be a closer fight. Obviously, I'm gonna pick Gamrot for a couple reasons. For the grappling, Dan Hooker has been taken down by Jim Miller. If Jim Miller can take you down, Gamrot could probably take you down. But that could have been a different Dan Hooker. I mean, Dan Hooker's defense could have improved there, and he could be fucked. Gamrot could be if he's not able to control the fight. So that's what you're betting on. If you're taking Gamrot,
Okay.
that he can for sure control the fight. I think that's what's going to happen. I like his winning
sunken
percentage.
eyes. Looks like he had a bad weight cut. Gamrot, look at him. He had box of shame.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Martus Gamrot. Yeah, he had trouble. He had to use the box of shame, but whatever.
He
ready.
still looks
seemed
fine in there.
Yeah, he seems mentally prepared too. He held himself well at the press conferences. Let's do it. Martus Gamrot. Use him as a parlay piece. Why not?
Gamrot used box of shame, but made weight. I don't want to see your fave use the box. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, but I don't like double-digit losses. Dan Hooker's got him. He's got 12, 23, and 12, the hangman. So he's lost 12 times. What's the 13th? Shitty kickboxing.
Put Gamrot
And
in
look
your
at some of
shitty
these.
kickboxing parlay.
What's that?
Put him in your shitty kickboxing parlay. Pick Gamrot.
My shitty kickboxing would be anti-CKB.
Anti-CKB.
Yeah. That's what I'm playing. I'm not doing the oh, there's our Brazilian mom jeans, mom pants. See her? Right there. Mom jeans. I love her. I thought she was Brazilian. She's everywhere. Australia, she don't even care. She's got all of them.
It's a world traveler.
Face-offs happened. Oh, good. Dave. Face-offs happened, Crystal.
No, bro. That's fucking UFC.
Find an MMA junkie or one of those.
No, I don't have fucking any of them. All I've got is okay.
What?
You're gonna get copywritten.
No, we're not gonna. There's MMA junkies. Theirs will be up and like right there. They put theirs up. They have a camera in the same fucking room, Dave. Right there, underneath it. What was that underneath it? Right there, ceremonial weigh-ins. What?
I don't have it yet.
No, go up.
It's not there yet.
He had like a shark necklace.
I've got this is just the main event face off. I've got this one which I can't do, which is bad. No go. Nah, dude.
Are you sure? That was the final face off, Dave. It says ceremonial weigh-in right there.
Yeah, but look who it's from.
No, the one underneath it. MMA junkie.
The one below it.
Yeah, which is one fight.
Oh yeah, 2 minutes. It's just the main.
One fight.
So it's all right. Let's continue. It'll go on there. Give it time. There's where Izzy was crying about. I had to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning with my dad to go to work. Oh, poor baby.
What time do you expect to get up and go to work? It's normal time.
Right. I get up at 3:30, do 15 yoga poses, then jump in the shower by 4. City walk, kickboxing. Shitty walk, kickboxing. Shitty walk. I get you. MMA junkie has it. Yeah. Just give it 10 minutes. It'll be up there. Let's continue.
Or just go on MMA Junkie's page, like go on their actual page.
No, just search whatever. Dave, what's your pick for Martus Gamrot and Dan Hooker and why?
Dan Hooker sucks.
Jukies, MMA Jukies. I know those guys. The Jukies.
You guys are horrible. All of you. Okay, we don't have it yet.
Nope.
There's Mads Burnell, PFL. Just give it a minute. So let's continue as we're doing right now. We'll go back.
All right, let's go over some stats real quick.
12.
Gamrot, strike line per minute, 3.09 versus 5.08. Dan Hooker, positive on the striking there. 3.07 strike absorbed. Even ratio for Gamrot, 4.76. Good ratio for Dan Hooker. Now, unfortunately, on the ground, takedown average 5.28. Ouch! Versus 0.79. Takedown defense 9%. Unfortunately, this will end up going to the ground. Dan Hooker, you're about to be outschooled by the cardio junkie. Yes, I know he had to fucking have the box of shame, but this guy is insane. And he is going to show up. I get it. He's going to be the shorter guy, but I bet you he's going to outweigh Dan Hooker by at least 15 pounds come fight night. Mateus Gamrot on the ground and pound, either by submission or by knockout. Dan Hooker doesn't have a chance in this one. Let's see what the odds are. Hang on a second. I apologize. I did not have this wound up yet. Dan Hooker plus 275. If you like Dan Hooker, good luck. He is plus 275. Good money for you. I'm on Mateus Gamrot. I got him within distance. So I believe if I get this within distance, hang on a second. Here he is. Mateus Gamrot by TKO, DQ, or submission, plus 280. That's where I'm at. He might win it by decision, but I kind of like this plus 280 by TKO, DQ, or submission. And by the way, by submission or decision is minus 250. I like the finish on Gamrot.
So yeah, ESPN has theirs up right here. Kiwi Brew. Does ESPN MMA strike you? I don't know if that's copyright infringement or not, but they do have UFC 305. Oh, is that the face-offs or just weigh-ins though? That might just be weigh-ins. I don't know. Man, it's tough to find these. Weigh-in face-off. MMA Junkie. No, that's just the stupid same one. One.
All right, so Dan Hooker is going to be taller. He's going to have the 5-inch reach advantage, which is 2.5 inches per hand. He's going to have the 2-inch height advantage as well. But still, this stat right here, 5.28 takedown average per 15 minutes, is going to be the tail of the tape for this fight, unfortunately, kids. Don't lose all your money. But, yeah. Kind of Mateus Gamrot's minus 350. I don't think he makes a parlay piece. But Dan Hooker is retirement time. Have a good evening.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, moving on. Next, we have the co-main event. Don't blink, Kai France taking on Steve Erceg. Kai France is the Aussie, so he'll be the home team. Steve Erceg is the Kiwi from Shitty Kickboxing. Or no, he's not. I had the other way around. Kai France is the Kiwi from Shitty Kickboxing. Steve Erceg is the Australian fighter here. And Steve Erceg is the slight favorite, minus 175 on DraftKings Sportsbook. Kai France is plus 145, coming back for the underdog. And another, I'll mention again, Kai France is a double-digit loser. 24 and double-digit 11 losses for the smaller flyweight, in this case, Kai France. That's why I'd like to see the face-off, see how much smaller he is. But Kai France is always been a small guy, but he makes up with it because he's got super speed. That's why his nickname's Don't Blink, because he's very, very fast. And he doesn't just do single shots, he does combos. When he gets in there, he'll like let him fly. Steve Erceg, though, he's been coming on. He had that, fight with Cannibal Pantoja, which caused a big stir there. Some people thought that was that split decision that went over, or that lost to Alexander Pantoja?
No, it
Or is
couldn't
that
be.
unanimous
No way.
decision?
Had to be.
What was it?
Yeah, I remember watching
Let me
that
see.
fight, and
Astro Boy. I don't even know how he got positioned into that fight. It was unanimous decision, but he held his own, and I think he came in there short. Did he came in there short notice? Is that why he got into UFC 301? Was he filling in for somebody that was like
that was crazy.
injured or something?
No, that was like unexplained, actually.
But what?
That's
There
wild.
must have been. He must have came in for somebody.
Who we on?
It must have been short. You know what? I'll find out.
That's
Who
when
we
they
on?
realized that they
Bear
hate
with me. I'll
Mokaev.
find out. I'm gonna open UFC 301. Okay, it was a flyweight championship, and I think he was let's see. Where does it say? It's got to say. No, I guess not. I don't know if I want to say he came in on short notice though. He was filling in for somebody that was supposed to originally fight. Either way, it doesn't matter. He made it to the big show. He made it, and he held his own. Even though he did lose by unanimous decision, he made the full 5 rounds with the champion for the belt and came out without the belt. But here he is taking on kind of a gateway guy in Kai Kara France. Been around forever, double-digit losses. He's, I think he maybe even lost a little bit, lost a step, but he is still very fast. And City Kickboxing, they have a good coaching at City Kickboxing. That guy, what's his name, Beachhead or something? He's got something Head is his last name, and he looks like he's got the beard and stuff. Looks very wise, like knowledgeable. But yeah, I'm on the side of Steve Urseg. Look at Urseg trains at a humble, solid, raw, little tight gym in Perth. He's definitely home team then, Steve Urseg. He'll have the biggest crowd reaction when he comes out. He had the support. So I can't recall the name of it now. I'll find out for you, bud. It is Wilkes Mixed Martial Arts, WILKES. That's what Tapology says anyway. So yeah, we'll go with that. And it is Norma Road, Perth, Australia. There you go. Call him up. Call him up, Nick Alexander. Phone number's on here and everything. Wilkes Academy. Head coach David Wilkes. There you go. And yeah, just Urseg's the only person I'd know from the whole. Oh, a lot of amateurs, but at least there's no Chuck Norrises. They all got their own picture. It's just Steve Urseg, Rich Lockett, and everybody else is an amateur. Still, humble is the key word there. Pantoja's fought everyone. True. Tight-knit, humble, solid gym. It's, hey, I like it. I have nothing wrong with it. I have no qualms about like the small private gyms. You never know. They might have better, it's a concentrated effort on just one fighter rather than if you go to American Top Team, you got like 10 fighters that are preparing for having a camp against, where these smaller gyms all focuses on just that one person to win. So I like that part of it. Gifted Urseg, by the way, of being a wanker. Gifted Urseg, the shot. Mokaev tried to suck Alex Perez's dick. UFC can't have another gay flyweight. Molina was one of the best, dude. Stop knocking him. One of the best. Who's? Of course you do. Of course. All right. So I'm on Steve Urseg. What are you guys thinking?
Honestly, I'm looking at Kai Kara France's resume, and it's a lot more impressive. I mean, he has a knockout victory in the first round over Cody Garbrandt. He has a victory over Askar Askarov, who that guy has a victory over Alexander Pantoja.
Askarov's the deaf guy.
Yeah, who's pretty decent. I don't think he fights with the UFC anymore for whatever reason, but he was pretty awesome. It's kind of weird that Emir Albazi, who beat
Askarov?
Amir Albazi beat Kai Kara France. It's weird that he's not fighting Urseg in this spot, but it's probably because it's Australian card. Maybe I don't know. But I'm gonna go with Urseg only because I didn't watch that fight with Askar Askarov. I mean, it's pretty impressive win on the resume. Actually, that's a good win for Kai Kara France. But from what I've seen in other tape, his like threat level after round 1 goes down by like 50%. Oh, that's the Dave ditched us because the dog started barking because the neighbor came over.
Yeah, he sent me a text like, "We got to wrap this up. I got to go." What a pussy whip bitch. Whatever. Unbelievable. It's all right.
There's our stats guy.
We'll finish it. There's only one fight left
Okay.
after this.
Well, anyhow, I have Steve Urseg just for what I've been watching and how I feel about Kai Kara France. Even though he did win a unanimous decision, he showed he can go however long that fight was, 3 rounds. I think that he falls off. His threat after 1 round, it goes down 50%. Like the chances of him knocking you out in the second round or getting better as the fight goes on, it actually doesn't happen. That's what I've seen on tape. So I'm going to say that Urseg really out hustles him. I think he's going to out hustle him out. And he's bigger. He's going to be able to impose himself a little bit more. He's a lot bigger. I seen their face-to-face when they did the media press conference. Was that today? That was yesterday.
I would like to see. I would have liked to see Jack Della Maddalena on this card, but I think he fought too recently. Right. Anyway, so we're both on Urseg.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think I got a pretty good read on that, especially Kai Kara France.
I just like he's going to be the much bigger flyweight in there. Everybody made weight, and
yeah,
like I said, I think Kai Kara France has lost a step. He's not as don't blink as he was. You know what I mean? He's not as quick as he was. He's still fast. So I'll give him that. But Urseg, just recency bias, he performed well against Pantoja, and I think he's going to carry through, and he should be able to take care of Kai Kara France. Finally, the main event, we have DDP, Dricus du Plessis, taking on Israel Adesanya. This has been a lot of hype going in here, like the African thing and the whole,
crying.
Is he crying about his, my dad had to wake up at 4 to go to work. I'm like, welcome to the real world, Izzy. That's what a lot of people do that, and all this, but Dricus, he's a slick talker. What do you say? Something about he's like Izzy called him a dog or something, and then Dricus said something about we're not talking about
Izzy
dogs.
Said to the reporter, he goes, "I'm the underdog," and then Dricus right away was like, "Calm down, Izzy. Nobody's talking about dogs."
That's what it was.
Because
I don't know what
he's a dog lover.
Well, we do miss her. I mean, it's a shame, but
hey, I saw Mbe this week. I seen her in the Liam Picks fight chats, and I tried to get her attention. You know what I mean? But like, I was behind in the live. Like, I like to catch up, so I'll watch it on 2 times the speed if I'm behind. And I think she was probably already gone, but she was bullshitting in there.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's Mbe.
Yeah, good for her. I wish her the best. Anyway, back to this. She lost a t-shirt bet and never paid me. It was Andre Arlovsky.
That's not
and
right.
he got a robbery win over Prototype. What's his name? Went through 4 different weight classes. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about. He went from 185.
Parisian?
No.
It's a Josh Parisian-esque.
Yes, he's now he's like kind of a sloppy heavyweight, but he started at 185.
He reminds me of Josh
Collier.
Parisian. I know.
Yeah, thank you,
Jake Collier.
Jake Collier, the Transformer. But anyway, she and I said don't even worry about it, but I think she felt some sort of way because because I won a robbery. Andre Arlovski beat him, and he shouldn't have. It was a total robbery. But I'm like, don't
I
even worry
see her
about
in
the
another
t-shirt. But I
chat-
think she felt some, because that was the last time she ever said anything. She's like, well, I'm going to get your t-shirt, and I'll send it in the mail. It never came, and I never heard from her again. So I've nothing against her, but I mean, whatever. She made me a logo for Capper Comparison Picks. I never used it. It's blue, and the sharp C's has yeah. But anyway, maybe
Is it
I'll
nice?
use it today. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's all right. It's not. It's better than the logo I have now. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm on Dricus Duplessis. Duplessis.
What's your
I
reasoning?
think Israel Adesanya is still like, some people are like, oh, he's not the. I think he's still fantastic and he's great, but DDP is also great. And it's a good, tough match, man. But Israel didn't he have, like, he's had some time off where Dricus Duplessis chose to take time off so he's smart. He had that, like, he was some. Israel wanted to fight him when he was injured. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were gonna rush him after his win.
Yeah, over
against-
Strickland.
Yeah.
They kind of wanted to rush him, and he's like, no, I'm not ready, which is smart. He wants to fight him when he's 100%, when he's ready. And I like that. And I like that he's, like, legitimately, when he was in I know the South African regional scene is not top notch, but he was a champ, double champ, and wiping through everybody. Then when he came in, everybody was rooting against him in all his fights, and he was shocking. I'm gonna open up and share a screen.
Yeah, I kind of want to look at his tapology.
I want to dissect a little
Honestly,
bit.
Ranj, I think it was what happened was
check out his.
is I think he won against Whitaker, and then I think they wanted to make the fight between him and Israel. Isn't that right? I think that's what it was.
Was it? I don't know, but there was one of these fights where he was not 100%. He was some sort of, like, injured, and yeah,
And
he
that's why
wanted
they
to take time to be 100%, and yeah,
that's why Strickland got the fight. I think is because Dricus.
yeah. I think that yes, you're correct. You're correct. It was after Robert Whitaker, right here, after this fight, is when Israel Adesanya wanted to fight him, but he's like, nope, I'm not ready. So Sean Strickland stepped in and beat Izzy, which shocked the world. Still shocking, as I say it. But look, at all these are solid wins. Even Brad Tavares, solid win, unanimous decision. All these solid wins. Okay, Trevin Giles, everybody's beating on him. We mentioned, like, him 3 times this show. Marcus Perez, the Joker, he is a joke, not Joker, but a joke. Okay, Roberto Soldic in KSW was his loss here, and that was a rematch because, look, he won first time, he beat him by punch, then the next time he lost. Okay, and down here he's got way back in 2014. We're not even count that. There's some chump 11-2. This is when Dricus was only 4-0. So, you gotta give him let you get guillotine choked in that thing. But anyway, he's been pretty spectacular since his Soldic loss back in 2018, and I'm sticking with the win streak, and I think it's going to be still. I think he did get into Izzy's head a little bit in the press conference. I mean, if you're bringing tears to a guy's eyes, and Izzy was fierce too. He was upset, like kicked his chair in when he was done talking. He pointed, he's like, I'm going to kill your dreams and all this. He got into his head for sure. And Dricus was just cool as a cucumber. He wasn't even phased. He's like, just laughed it off, like, whatever, this guy, I like DDP here. Of course, I'm not confident, but he's going to be my pick on Tapology, and I'm going to throw him into some parlays at -110. Right. I've already put him on some DraftKings lineups, as you love to do, because that's what you can do. But
Yep.
yeah, he's for sure. For sure, I'm picking him. What do you think?
All right. I mean, I just want to say I don't know how or why these guys. It's like they've never been through anything. You know what I mean? Like Sean Strickland, how he got into Sean Strickland's head about, as much as Sean Strickland talks about his own trauma, like to get upset when Drika said, "I'm gonna beat you like worse than your dad" or whatever. Like who gives a shit? I don't know. Why don't they? I mean, like
Uh,
it's
well,
crazy.
the
And then the whole
worst with that
servants thing,
Kobe
dude. I wish
Covington. Remember Kobe? He's the worst. Remember he said about Leon, was it or Kamaru Usman's dad, something
Oh,
like,
his
and
dad.
Leon Edwards' dad, Usman's
Yeah,
dad in
yeah,
prison. Oh,
yeah.
Kobe Covington's the worst with that.
Yeah, he's
He's a horrible
worse. Yeah,
person.
that's nothing. To cry over having servants, that's just weird.
Yeah,
Like
I had to wake
you're
up at 4
embarrassed.
o'clock. And
I don't
then,
know. I just
yeah,
don't get
Dricus
it, dude.
pointed that out. He's like, so did you bring your servants or something? He said something about that.
All I'm saying is
Awesome.
Dricus isn't really saying crazy shit, and these dudes like start crying. I don't get it. But fucking fair play to him. That shit wouldn't like. I'm sure you could say something that would get to me, but like telling me I had a shitty dad, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't care. But those guys seem to care. But
Oh, look at
I'm gonna
this
go with
right here.
I'm going with Dricus as well. Honestly, like we've seen them both fight. Everybody in this room, in this chat room, seen them both fight. And Izzy, he's lost when he, minus the fights with Alex Pereira, like he lost the fight to Sean Strickland because of the pressure, and he wins fights because of timing.
You see
So
him walking down Bobby Knuckles right there, walking him down, just pummeling him. How can you
hey,
not take him?
basically you're gonna ask yourself, is Dricus gonna be on the wrong side of timing? And I don't think so. I actually think he's gonna be worse than Sean Strickland. He's actually gonna be able to pressure him. And he's really the better mixed martial artist. Like he started judo. He started judo as a child, then went to was it competitive grappling or jiu-jitsu, and then he did K1 kickboxing. And he doesn't strike me as the type of guy that would do any discipline halfway. Yeah, Izzy looks cleaner, and people don't believe in Dricus. People still say the same stuff. Like even Urseg on like the interview with like Nina Drama, she goes, "Who do you rate Dricus 1 to 10? How good do you rate him?" And he said like a 7. He still has obvious holes in his game, and like, what if he is the future? What if his style is the future? Like he's not a fucking amateur in any way, shape, or form. I have Dricus, bro, until and the thing is if you're being technical, like 35 years old is young, and Israel looks great. He looks like he hasn't aged, and he's coming off a year, 11-month layoff. But he's 35 years old. Dricus is the literal in his freaking prime. 30 years old. He's in his prime. He's a fucking dangerous, dangerous person in his prime. I don't like either one of these guys' personalities too much. Dricus is kind of boring in a way, if you ask me. Like he's coming along. Like he did some good interviews with Nina Drama was one of them, and I like how he talked this morning on the weigh-in show about he was saying that
I think he's very well spoken, but so is
he
Izzy.
was rating.
Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, he
Is
was
real
rating the crowd.
cringy.
He was saying this is the third most exciting booze that he got. So like he said, from a 1 to 10, they're a 6 or a 7 in booze and getting booed. So he's showing you that he's not like moved or shook. He's not shook. And Izzy got emotional, bro. You're right. He got in his head, and I think he lost already. To be honest with you, Izzy can't. I don't see Izzy pulling out some arrows and shooting Dricus because he knocked him out. I just don't think so. You know who's big on Izzy is Dean Martin. Is that his name? Dana White. He's kind of like a commentator. He's Dana White's friend. Dean something. Dean Thomas.
Hmm.
He's huge on Izzy.
Oh yeah, Dean Thomas. Dean like
He's
DIN.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
huge on Izzy. He says he doesn't see
Here's that
Izzy.
city kickboxing coach right here. This guy. What's his name? Eugene Behrman. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah,
Eugene Behrman. What did I say? Beachhead? What the hell was I thinking?
yeah.
Anyway,
And on
yeah.
Embedded, Drekus and they had a moment. Eugene and Drekus, like they know each other and they're real respectful, super cordial. And Drekus calls him Coach Berryman, and that just should tell you something there. That's how far back
Well,
Drekus
he's
goes with
definitely
training.
putting
Like
it
they
in.
train together.
This is July 21st, about 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. Looking, he's putting it in. He's getting it, but I'm still siding with DDP.
Like Izzy needs certain something. Remember how he couldn't really work against
Little
Yoel
Kaitar
Romero?
France. It's a
I
cool
don't
ass
think
T-shirt
Drekus is
though.
gonna give Izzy the space or whatever the timing that he needs. Because he needs something. Like he couldn't dominate Yoel Romero. Remember how boring that fight was?
Mm-hmm.
There's something like that Izzy needs something, and I don't think Drekus is the guy to let him have it.
So okay, that's why he was crying because yeah, Nick Alexander
Yeah,
said
bro.
because of steroids, and you know
I
what?
forgot
That
about
makes
the
sense. The
steroids.
steroids do, they do. Yeah, he's right.
Dude,
And
that's
Nick
such a
Alexander's right.
great
It
fucking
does.
point, bro.
Yeah,
But I think Drekus is too.
I think pretty much everybody's on some sort of. If it's not a steroid, it's a supplement. That's like a gray area steroid. Like it's a GNC steroid. You know what I mean? Not like full fledged illegal, but something. They're all cheating. You know.
Oh yeah. That's what Kobe Covington told to Leon. He's gonna take him to the third layer of hell to say hi to his dad. That's fucking fucked up, dude. That was bad.
Oh, Guru told Drekus to use servants and dogs as ammo at the press conference. That makes sense because, yeah, Guru is a hater on Izzy. Yeah,
Yeah, Izzy is back on his steroids though.
yeah. He did. Remember when he got caught with that? He had that one titty that was like droopy, and the other
Yeah.
one was normal.
And he had no excuse
like
for
a
it.
clear
That's from
indicator.
smoking weed, he said.
Yeah, it was
He said it was
definitely
from
not. It was
smoking
definitely
weed.
from Royden. Yep. So yeah, I'm on DDP. Was that who the fuck is that? Anyway, whatever. And you as well, right?
Yeah, and just for the sake that Izzy is on steroids, I'm gonna put him in a few DraftKings lineups.
All right. We have to come up with our three-way now. Because Dave, he couldn't hold out for another 20 minutes. Just tell bitches, say, can you wait 20 minutes? I'm almost done. I got 2 more fights to cover. Nope. Instead, oh, I got it. He sends me a text. I gotta go. Whatever.
Hey, maybe they'll have to start a
This is the girl from Matilda, the lady from Matilda, right? Yeah, it was. Look at there, he's with Dan Hooker watching. I don't know, some sort of
Kayla Harrison.
respect to women. I know, but I'm saying it's like a highlight thing or something because it says it showed that the teacher from Matilda right there. Forgot her name. Right here, Mrs. Trunchball. Oh, Guru and DDP are pretty close friends. So he definitely had influence. I believe it because you know what? Guru, he's in England, but he does take a lot of trips to South Africa. That's the only place he goes.
He took it
all
over
right.
there.
Let's make our 3-leg because it's after midnight here, and I'm starting to fall. My cardio is starting to wither like Hilbert Burns in round 2. So, Kanan Song, we all agree on him. He's at minus 198. That's a possibility.
Yeah, he's still in the 100s.
Okay. Tom Nolan is ridiculously chalky, and I'm not even 100% sure he's gonna. I am 100% sure he's gonna win, but I'm not gonna risk that. Jack Jenkins minus 700, and Dave took Herbert Burns anyway, so that's not consensus. Dave took Casey O'Neill. What an idiot! Oh my! I'm gonna crush him in Tapology this week. Even if he uses Crystal's cheat sheet, he's getting crushed. All right. We all
Let's use
got
Steve
Ricardo
Erceg.
Ramos on plus 114. I like
Well,
that.
I took
Josh
Josh
Kulibov.
Kulibov.
Did you?
Yeah. Remember, I said I don't know why. I really don't.
Oh, that's right. That's when I left for a beer. I didn't hear your whole thing.
Let's
Okay,
take Erceg though.
fine. We're all taking Walter Walker. Plus money. Plus 110.
It's risky, and we did take him. But I'm just saying that one's risky. We did take him.
Right. Well,
but it's
he's
risky. But
risky,
you want
but you want to make money. You don't want to chalk, and he's plus. So I put a star by him. We all took Carlos Prates, the smoker, at minus 355. I think that's too chalky to make a parlay. We all took Jarzino at minus 238. That's chalky, but much nicer than a lot of these other ones.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
We're all on Matus Gamrot, but he's minus 355. Too much chalk there. I like Steve Erceg.
Dude,
I don't know what Dave is taking, but I'm sure he's probably on the side of Erceg. If not, whatever. He left the show. We didn't. So Erceg is minus 175. I think that's playable. Yeah?
Erceg. Yeah. Okay. Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
We could do that. And I think that's the most responsible one. Erceg, Rosenstruck, and who did you have? Erceg, Rosenstruck,
Walter Walker.
And Walter Walker.
You like that?
I kind of like Song. I know it's not as much money.
There's a little spot in my heart, Nick Alexander. Little spot. It says Mbaye on it. Now it's broke. I'm just playing. No, I did. I mean, I miss her. I liked her. But whatever. Move on.
Listen,
so
I feel better. Like that Walker Toffa one, it's a little,
unless you want to put in Kanan Song, minus 190.
I wanted to spite Dave a little bit and put a main eventer and pick Drekus and just gamble. Gamble with Drekus, unless
that's Dave's rule. I don't mind putting in main eventers. That's Dave's thing. No main eventers, no women. I'll do a main eventer with Luana Santos.
Okay, here's a better idea.
I'll do Duplessis, Luana Santos, and I don't know. But Dave picked Casey O'Neill, and
he was around for that one.
Okay,
let's do Drekus. Let's do Drekus, Erceg, and
Kanan Song. You like that?
I like that.
All right, I'm fine with that. We're gonna do a couple of them. We're gonna do another one too with Walter Walker in it and Rosenstruck. We're gonna do two, but first we'll do this one. I gotta log in now. Let me close out all these Instagram shits and stuff. Because
we could probably put in the second one, just because we want to do good ones.
We gotta do like a novelty one. You know how last week we haven't lost a novelty one because we did the all Muslim one. We did the all estrogen one last week. We had to do another one of those. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we got to figure out like maybe I'll do the anti-city kickboxing one. That would be Gamrot, Erceg, Duplessis. Right there's those. That's anti-city kickboxing.
I actually really like that too, but we're putting a lot of exposure in Erceg and Drekus because we already have them in a parlay. That's the only
I really
parlay that
wish-
you know.
you know what? I might dare to. No, I really wish I saw the face off. I'm gonna watch it after, but I put it on now. But I just don't want to get when I have to trim it after copyright infringement. There's nothing left to the video because it's so much copyright infringement. The Spite Dave parlay.
Yeah,
Good
let's do
one.
Despite Dave parlay, and that has Luana Santos.
Yes,
in
we're
it.
gonna do Dreekis, Luana, and first let's do our legit. Everybody picked it. Our three-way, our plus money. Okay, so let's do that first. All right, I just got my verification code. Just give me a second.
You pick Herbert Burns, but we can't pick Jack Jenkins.
I'm not. I'm definitely not doing that. I'm not playing Jack Jenkins or who's the other huge? No, Tom Nolan. None of that. None of that. Minus Jack Jenkins minus 700. No way. No way. Okay, I'm gonna share this tab instead.
Look,
share this tab.
we don't
Now,
really know how it came together. It just came together. We'll pick that pick and still call it the Despite Dave because we're doing Luana Santos. But you wanted to put Walker in, and I think that'd be good for the money to boost up
no.
the.
Well, first we're gonna do our legit one first. Okay, so we're gonna do what we said. This is the one with Dave included. Okay, so we'll do Kanan Song, Walter Walker, and who else did he was here for?
Ursig.
Garzino Rosenstruck.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the one with Dave because he was here for all three of those. He left before the Steve Ursig pick, so that one we
That
can't.
still sounds good to me.
Walter Walker. Look, we put him at plus 3.5, but I think he's going to dominate anyway. So Walter Walker. What do we say? Jarzino, Rosenstruck, and it was Kanan Song. Kanan Song. So those three, look, 3-pick parlay plus 348. All right. So let me make this bet. Post that. Okay.
It's being a little greedy, but we kind of deserve it. Because if we really wanted to play it tight, I mean, you probably put another favorite in place of Walker. But this is going to pay out a little bit better. And we all did pick Walter Walker.
I mean, it's still plus money.
Plus 300 and something.
Plus money parlay. Now I got to, this is where I got to space it. Otherwise, it's going to be all jumbled. So paste. Now I got to Walter Walker, Rosenstruck, Rosenstruck, and Kanan Song. Okay, so there's a regular for the show plus money parlay, 3 picks, Walter Walker, Rosenstruck, Kanan Song at plus 348 for all of them. Now we're going to get into making our novelty ones, and I will share screen again so you guys can watch along as I make the bets. I'm not going to tell you how much I'm betting, but I will. Okay, so now let's make our Spite Dave parlay. Let's do that one. So that one will be Luana Santos, Dreekis, Duplessis, and what else? Who else did he?
Okay, this makes it kind of like scary. This is where we can kind of be like, okay, 2 out of 3 were to spite Dave. Basically, if you pick one in a parlay, to me that's saying fuck Dave already. because he
Right.
wouldn't do
It's
it at
either
all.
Jack Jenkins or Jesus Aguilar. And Jesus
Yeah.
Aguilar is like sizable underdog, but whatever. We're doing it to spite Dave.
Well, what is
Jesus
Jack
Aguilar?
Jenkins like? What is Jack Jenkins?
He's
Just
minus 700. Where is
yeah,
it?
but to plug it just to see like it.
Okay, all right. I'll plug it just to see. Jack Jenkins minus 800. It got worse, dude. I can't.
But look,
I'm not. I
if
can't
for some
even.
reason it's plus 200 or more, I see it as like kind of worth it.
It's not a sure thing though. Herbert Burns going to sub him round 1, so I'm not. Definitely not. Jesus Aguilar's plus 170. Now that one's it's tricky, but I told you, Stuart Nicole, he's great and beat down 6, the second Australian regional scene, not eternal, you know. So
Did he pick Carlos Prates, or did he pick?
we all picked Carlos Prates
Okay.
with, only because he smoked cigs. No, but he didn't pick Urs. He never picked for this fight. We can do this one just to spite him because he wasn't here, right? That's a safer play.
Let's do Ursig.
Urseg. Okay. So Urseg, Duplessis, and Sant. Was he in the? No, he wasn't in their first parlay. Okay. But thing is, Urseg and DDP are going to be in our anti-kickboxing parlay. So you know what I mean?
All right. Well then let's. I like the anti-kickboxing. So is Drikas. I say we do just the despite Dave, and this is despiting Dave because
just these two. Just these two is plus 225.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
All right. The Spite Dave parlay. Just 2.
That was the smartest thing to do.
I mean, I could throw. Look, if I put in Jesus Aguilar, watch. Plus 778. Look at plus 778. Look at that.
Dude.
Let's do it. Let's spite Dave.
All right.
Let's do it.
All
What's the worst that would happen? We'll be out this 3-leg parlay. And this is just to spite Dave. I hope it hits. I'll rub it right in his face. It'll be awesome. 18 hours fight time. Better do the 2 to cash it. Yeah.
Exactly, Dirty Reg.
All right. All right.
Reg.
Enough. I'm gonna throw Urseg in there then. I can't do it. I gotta do a 3-legger. Throw Urseg in there, yeah.
Hey, that's something I would really do. You were twisting my arm, and I was just trying to be a people pleaser with Jesus Aguilar. But this here, I can put my signature on.
Yeah. I'm not round robin these. I'm gonna do that later, but this is a good one. So hold on, stop sharing for a minute so I can make my bet. Okay, view my bets. And Spite Dave parlay.
These are hilarious, bro. We win despite him. That's fucking funny.
Copy, because he wasn't here for the Urseg pick, so this is, to spite him, we're making this bet. It fits. Okay. Plus 411. I like that.
And that's good. You're not too overexposed at all. Like, you don't have one guy who's going to kill 2 parlays.
Dirty Reg says safest spot in the card is Gamrot if gun to head. I kind of agree. That is
agree. I agree.
I think that is safer than Tom Nolan, to be honest with you. Tom Nolan, I don't know why him and who's the other one that's got Jack Jenkins? I mean, I know Herbert Burns and cardio and all that crap, but really minus 800. Do you have a feeling about any dog plays, Reg? Okay. All right. So here's the Spite Dave parlay. Now we're going to do our last one, which is going to be the anti
City kickboxing.
We're going to start from because there's other fighters we missed that are city kickboxing. I think.
No,
No,
there's only
is that
3,
it?
I think. Yeah. Yep. No Kevin Jusset, and he's the
Yeah,
only other guy that really can think of. That's
Josh Bullybell's not. No. Yeah.
we can do 3 because other shows do 3.
Yeah. We're gonna do the anti, and it happens to be the feature fight, the co-main, and the main event. Just happens that way that all city kickboxing fighters are head of the top of the card. That's weird.
They're gonna
right?
get swept. They're gonna get swept.
No good dogs to me. Only 2 I'm trying is Walker and long shot on Glenn. I put Walker in parlay. I wouldn't put Glenn on anything just to pick there. Oh, Black Jag. Yeah, what's up with him? How come he's not Carl's Olberg? How come he's not on this card?
He trained with Izzy, so Izzy says on this fight.
How come he's not on the card? I like Walter Walker as well. We got him in our first parlay, right? All right. Anyway, let's put in this next parlay with the. Hold on.
Despite Dave.
The Spite Dave parlay is good. Now we're going to do anti city kickboxing. So that would be Dricus Duplessis minus 110. Steve Urseg, he better win. We have him in 2 parlays now. And Matus Gamrot. This comes out plus 284. That's plus money. Hey, and that's it's reasonable. I like it, and I'm pretty confident with all 3 of these fights. Except the least confident is the main event because it's Israel Adesanya, and you can't take away the greatness that he's already shown. I mean, who can knock out Alexander Pereira? Alex Pereira. Who can knock him out? Izzy did. I'm just saying. It's just, but hopefully this one hits as well. Let me stop sharing so I can place my bet. I don't need you guys to know how much I'm betting. All right.
I just wrote down all the parlays because that was kind of a lot.
Well, three parlays. Urseg's the only repeat parlay guy, so we got him in 2 lineup.
Right?
Oh, you're right. Dricus is 2. All we did is replace Luana Santos with Matus Gamrot. That's why we should have did it. Whatever. It's done. I already placed the bet. And this is called our anti-CKB parlay.
Poor Eugene.
What's that?
I mean, Eugene Berryman, he's going to get paid 3 times, but all his fighters are going to lose, so he's not going to get any kind of extra commission.
Well, they'll all go to Wilkes' gym after this, and no, I'm just playing.
David Wilkes.
All right, so here's a last one.
That's who's. I mean, once those guys are done, though, I guess there's Kevin Jusset, but
yeah, and
down to
Carl's Olberg too, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, they got some guys. I guess it's a good gym.
Yeah, Fade City Walk parlay, fire. There it is. I ran some parlays over 2 or 3 different UFC cards. I don't want to wait and pay out if that's hit. Get one night is really hard. One right is really, I think he's saying. Never tried that before, Dirty Reg. I'll have to do that. Try to win a fight, stay alive till the next card. Yeah, that's where I'm at when I get to the main event. I just want to win this one. That's the only time I ever bet one fight is when it's a main event. If I'm down, there's no more fights left. Okay, this one is our lowest odds one, but that's the one that probably should mostly. I don't know. I like all 3 of our parlays, so whatever. Do a 6-leg over 3 cards, two fights a card. That's a good idea, Dirty Reg. I just don't have the patience for that. And if one guy, the last fight,
Oh, I know. That would be awful.
it would be horrible. Horrible. Kiwi doesn't approve. Yep. I know. He's a city kickboxing, if you're a Kiwi, I'd go that route too. If we,
Dude, it's nothing
the plus
personal.
money on that, if we did Izzy, Kai Kara France, and Dan Hooker, oh my goodness, we'd be loaded. But I can't.
I picked against
I
Chelsea
can't sign
Chandler.
up for that. I can't. I can't back that up. I just can't. Sorry. And I was thinking of doing like a outside city kickboxing oceanic parlay, like Tuivasa, Tafa, Kulibao. I can't back them either.
Don't feel bad,
Yeah.
Kiwi. Don't feel
I
bad.
think we're good. We're good. Anyway, I would have liked to put Jesus Aguilar in that one parlay to make it +7 something, make it real exciting, real nice payout. But it is what it is.
Nick Diaz's school is like up the street, and I still picked against Chelsea Chandler. I picked against Nick Maximov, some other shitty fighter that he had. So I feel you on wanting to support your country and your people, but sometimes business
Yeah. You can't be biased, like location biased. That's just not. It's not a smart way to bet. And I do it all the time. Like all my pro teams are all New York. I like the Mets, the Jets, the Knicks, the Rangers, all New York's. Thankfully, they're not all bad, but
imagine if I took the Raiders like every week.
Yeah,
How would I,
Raiders. But I'm just, and like if I was to be MMA biased, it would be like Longo Weidman MMA, or there's some like
horrible, bro.
I
That's the
know.
Shara Lampos guy.
I know.
Sarah
Who else?
Longo.
Who else we got?
Chris Dawkins from that area.
Oh, Philadelphia, yeah. There's some. We got the New England cartel.
Sean Brady. He's good.
Yeah,
though.
There's some. I could be, but I don't play that either.
I smell you guys. Like I noticed that even like at the cappers, they stick together, kind of like if they're in the same like area. I noticed they know each other. Like everyone on the East Coast who has a show, they kind of like gravitate towards each other. So
right, there's not many cappers in my area. There's the Perfect Parlay Pursuit guys. It's like two brothers.
I've heard of them.
There's three of them. They're from New Jersey. Manny Fight Night Picks or Fight MMA Fight Club. Manny, he's from.
Right.
He's about 3 hours from me. He's in.
I feel like Narco Cop's got to be like over there too, isn't he? I just got a vibe. I don't know, like a New York vibe. I could be tripping.
I don't know. Simple Man's in New York, but even all the Dirty Reg, I think he West Coast. Dirty Reg, you West Coast, but Crystal's West Coast. Crystal's by you.
Yeah, Dirty Reg is like Vice. I don't want to say his city. I don't want to put it out there. I think he put it out there. That's how I know, but. I almost said it.
Salinas?
I think he is.
Oh, he's Arkansas. You're totally off.
Is he?
You're totally wrong. Yeah, that's why he's got a pork chop in his picture.
You were wrong first.
I was wrong first.
I'm just joking. Yeah. There's somebody, I don't know. I got to mix up with somebody else.
That's why Dirty Reg likes Trevor Peak, and he likes who's the Bible thumping rapper?
Oh, Bryce Mitchell. TJ Brown.
Yeah, Bryce
TJ
Mitchell,
Brown.
Trevor Peak, TJ Brown. Who else is from all the Southern fighters?
That's it. Those three guys.
Warrior.
That's it.
No, if you want to include Louisiana down there, there's a bunch of fighters out of there too. Anyway, we're getting way off topic, and it's getting super late. It's 20 of 1 here. So we got 3 different parlays. I'm going to find them, put them back up there one more time, starting from the back. We have the anti-city kickboxing parlay, plus 284 for Drikas, Ursag, Gamrot. Then we got the Spite Dave parlay, which is a little better. Same Drikas and Ursag, but also, instead of Gamrot, Luana Santos. And I feel good about her. I really like her. And finally, here's our original with Dave plus money parlay. Walter Walker, Rosenstruck, Kanan Song at plus 348. I appreciate all you guys in the chat sticking around and hanging out with us for the night. And are you doing a live stream
Same.
tomorrow at all, Ranj?
Thank you guys.
I wasn't planning on it. What time are these fights on?
3:30 East Pacific, 6:30 your time.
6:30 my time. No, I'm definitely not doing it because that means the main event's going to be like midnight 1. And I have my stepmother's birthday party tomorrow to go to, so I'll be busy anyway. But yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking around. Good luck to everybody tomorrow. And next week, we're back to fight night in Vegas, I do believe. I'm going to really quick check it on Tapology just to, because I think I saw it's not a horrible fight night. Like, it's better than the one that was last week.
Really?
But all these bad ones, I still do decent. You know what I mean? Like I do decent on the bad ones because it's like crappy. It's easy picks. Seems like.
Oh, it's Jared Cannonier and Kyle Barallo.
Oh,
Wow.
that's good.
Yeah.
Have you been watching Contender Series? I tried. I just couldn't. I just couldn't get. I don't know them, and it's just like watching. Did you watch it? I wanted to.
It was horrible, dude.
I even listened to Brady from
You can tell it's
DFS by the numbers. He did a breakdown and everything. He was off. I was like, I don't know. All right, here it is. Cannonier
Cody from Blood Money did pretty good.
Did he?
With that.
Yeah, is he making content anymore or what? I know he's taking a little hiatus.
He came back. He did a freaking Contender. I'm going to watch his Contender Series this week because he apparently did good. So I'm going to ride with him this next week.
All right.
You're the man, Kiwi. He fucking was here the whole time, bro.
Probably you did with Dave won't hit just to spite Dave. Take care, everyone. Good luck. Bang the like anyway. Yeah, do that, guys. I appreciate that. No one ever likes the show. They like the show, but they never bang the thumbs up. Real quick, next week we have Jared Cannonier, Kyle Baralho is the main event. Co-main is Edmund Shabazi and Gerald Mearshart. The return of a legend. GM3. Ooh, Michael Morales, undefeated, taking on Neil Magny. That's a good one. I'm gonna go with Morales, but that's still a good fight. Angela Hill, Tabitha Ricci. Ooh, Baby Shark and Angela over the hill. Dennis Bazooka, Danny Silva. That's a coin flip. Jose Medina, Zach Reese. Another coin. I'm going to have to do some research. Oh, Slava Claus is back against James Linetop.
Damn, I recognize James's name.
Yeah, I remember that. I know the name. He's 14-3, and he's from, I think, what is that country? I want to say that's like, I think, Peru, maybe. Okay. Anyway, we'll figure out next week. Josiane Nunes, we know her, taking on Jacqueline Cavalcanti.
That's
interesting, right? Josiane Nunes just let me down by losing to that Diaz girl that just lost.
Oh, because she was so Chelsea little Chandler. Compared to her.
Yeah, she messed up we played a girl in our that's why we don't do girls in the 3-leg. Right there. Josiane Nunes. That's why.
Oh, Josiane Nunes. She looks like Jeff Molina, huh?
She does, actually. Look we have a newcomer in Kong Wang taking on Victoria Leonardo. Victoria Leonardo is horrible.
Oh, no. She looked like the guy Willow. That's who she looked like.
Yeah. The little guy, yeah. And the curtain jerker is next week is Ryan Loader and Robert Valentine. Never heard of not one of them. So it's gonna be interesting. We have to go look at some Instagrams, do a little bit of research into it. I'm not gonna watch old fights. I don't have time for that, but it should be fun anyway. So good luck tomorrow. And hopefully I'll see all you guys next Friday when we cover the fight night. But tomorrow, UFC 305, get your crack streams out, or pay for it. Unless, some people in my area, I don't have one, but some people got this box that you attach to the back of your smart TV, and they can scramble and get free pay-per-view events. I'm like, how the hell? As legit, like legitimately, I see them. I have to watch it with no
That's what we
sound,
grew up
30
with, though.
seconds
Not at
late.
my house, but the Scrambler. That was. I used to watch WWF and back in the day when WWE used
SummerSlam.
Yeah,
and
I used
stuff.
to watch the pay-per-views on that box, and then Jerry Springer, like uncensored, where you could see all the nudity, and Cops uncensored and all that. But
All right, guys. It's been great. I thank you, and everybody have a good night. I gotta go.
good night, fellas. Good night, chat.
All right.